That hurt my
Hello.
ears. Hello. Hi, everyone. I am here. I forgot to hit. Damn it. I forgot to hit enter when I said here we go. So I just have it just typed up in the chat. uh, Professionalism activate.
Only
Hi.
professionalness.
Yes. Yes. I have been of the big sick. A certain mischief god gave me sick. Big mean. So here I am.
Yay.
We are late. We are actually going to be on time, but then we decided to make the background Christmas.
Yes.
um, so yay, we did it. Professional. Oh my god, I don't know things that have happened this week. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be real with you. I have not been on Twitter all week. Tangents on time.
Basically, Jennifer Lawrence said that when she filmed The Hunger Games, it was the first female action role ever. She literally said that.
Wait, I'm sorry. That she had ever done, or
No,
like
ever.
that had ever happened.
Like she literally said that there were no female action heroes before she started in The Hunger Games.
She is aware of the profession stunt woman, right? She's aware that is literally an entire career choice that women can have.
Well, I mean, yes, but she's talking about an
Oh,
action
just like
being in
okay.
an action film centered around a woman.
Oh well, I'm just gonna. Okay.
I mean, she got so roasted on Twitter for it.
Well, that's one of the dumbest things I've heard in a while.
Yes.
Of course, it's on Twitter, so I mean. Sorry, guys. I'm out in the living room,
How
so
dare
I
you?
am a little bit. I know. I'm sorry. I'm so nice. Eh, so things are a little different. Hold on, I've got to get back support. All right, pillows. I did not plan this. I did plan this, but I didn't plan it well. All right, I require
Professionals, damn it.
I require more pillow back support. We are turning the massive amount of throw pillows, which I make fun of other people for having. And oh, there we go. We did it. We figured it out. It's been figured out, Josh. I'm sitting at
Yay.
an angle, so having them at, you know, at a different angle was bad. So your old as sheet, like bed sheet. He's
And
old
yes,
as
Cynthia
bed
Rothrock
sheet.
is amazing.
I don't know. I'm bad with names. I'm going to
She
take
she
your word
was
for
in
it.
a bunch of like low budget action movies in like the 70s and 80s. But
Huh.
she was a phenomenal martial artist. Like she could legitimately
Oh.
kick your ass.
So she's like a female Jackie Chan of sorts. Kind of, sort of,
Uh
right? Like she did all her own stunts, but she
yes.
was also like a lead actress. That's what I mean by that, because he's
Yes.
like known for doing that. So okay, cool. I love that. All right, next.
Yeah.
Also, no,
She was awesome.
that is not the only thing I did. Okay,
There's
I
snow.
there's snow and there's antlers and holly on. I was gonna say the reindeer, the ferret. So, don't look too closely at that glorious Photoshop job that I did in 5 seconds, okay? Because it might not look as good as you think it does. don't, don't look too closely. No, there's not watermarks on there. I don't know what you're talking about. Um, um, yeah, that's hilarious. I fucking. Also, I do not consider Jennifer Lawrence an action movie star.
I
So
barely
don't.
consider her an actress.
I don't understand her even like it's not that she said something dumb, right? Because actresses and actors say stuff dumb. Everyone, it's Twitter. Everyone says something dumb every once in a while.
This is true.
It's the fact that the claim that she made, I don't even consider that to be accurate, right? If she would have just said, "I was the first female actress" or whatever, like ever, that would have been more accurate than her claiming to be an action star. Because again, we have taken the idea of equality and we've put it in like the most literal sense, right? And we've just decided to merge the genders to become one, which is a dumb thing.
It is.
You don't the idea of gender equality is not the same thing as like having 2 glasses of water be equal amounts, right? Because we're not the same. The genders are not the same, so you can't have them be perfectly equal in the most literal of senses, right? But when I think of an action star, I think of like 80s like Arnold Schwarzenegger, you know? That's a good one to just come up, Bruce Willis. Name a movie with with lots of explosions in it.
Hell yeah.
Generally speaking, the guys, they're shirtless, shaved generally for the most part on their chest,
all
or waxed
oiled up.
actually would be the most more accurately. They're waxed chests, their steroid bulging muscles, and they're oily for some reason. I don't know.
It's supposed to be they're glistening with sweat, but yeah, it's clearly baby oil.
As somebody who has sweated in her life, I do not look like that when I sweat. So, that is oil, which is different than sweat.
Yes.
That is a bit silly. Usually,
that is a controversial. That is a controversial take, by the way. Oil is different than sweat.
Why is that a controversial take?
I'm joking.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, do you have oil coming out of your armpits, or do you have sweat coming out of your armpits?
Well, I am a cybernetic fox, so sometimes oils can leak.
You're the worst person I could have asked that question to.
It's really unsavory, I have to admit.
No. Okay. All right. The downside of being a cybernetic fox. We heard it here first, guys. So, like I said, I know none of y'all read the description. Don't lie to me. Like I said in the description,
there's a description?
Yeah. Okay. Yep. And that's for some reason where the watch count is. The number of people that are watching. That's for some odd reason. That's where that is now, because it's YouTube. What do you want? Yeah, I've been sick. You could probably tell. You can probably hear it. And yeah, we're gonna finish off the thing that we did last week. I cannot raise my voice very much. Well, I mean, I can, but I don't want to because it hurts. So I might sound a little unenthusiastic, but you know what? I think that's going to be a little bit of seasoning on this video. I spent my downtime this week watching a couple of the Lord of the Rings movies, so this should be pretty interesting. To hear his conclusions on it. I also have this thing about people who how do I put this? They oversell how much of a fan they are. Like, I don't need to know your entire backstory on how you got into something unless it's funny or endearing, right? Mm-hmm. Or unless I ask that specific question. Like, you don't have to prove it to me by telling me your entire backstory about, like, your association with fandom. I like to talk about how I get into certain series and movies because I have a odd tendency to get into big franchises when they're either like gasping at their last breath or they're dead. So it's, like I think I got into Game of Thrones. I cannot remember. I was in college. I do know that. I got into Game of Thrones either season 6, right?
Okay.
I got into Doctor Who during the 50th anniversary episode. Um, that was a weird one to get into Doctor Who on. I'll tell you that. Um, let me see. I got into Star Trek right before Star Trek Into Darkness came out. I got into Star Wars about a year before The Last Jedi came out. um,
Ooh.
yeah. You see my track record? um, yeah, I have this odd tendency. If it was like one or two, it'd be fine, but it's been multiple. So, uh, in my opinion, that's a funny story to tell, right? Um, watching the Doctor Who 50th anniversary episode, having absolutely no fucking idea of anything to do with anything to do with, and I do mean anything, other than it was British. That was it. That's all I knew is it was British, and I had two friends that were giant Doctor Who nerds next to me. And basically, they told me that I could come along, but I had to shut up. I was not allowed to say anything because they knew I was going to ask questions because I'm the asshole that asks questions, right?
How
I was
dare
not
you?
allowed to say. Yeah, I ask why. People don't like it when you ask why, um, because then they have to think about the thing that they said and then clarify and explain it. Um, Particularly authority figures don't like it. Um, so,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm the asshole that asks questions, particularly why. So they told me to sit down, shut up, and to drink my hot chocolate, which is what I, for the most part, proceeded to do. Um, if I opened my mouth, I got shushed. That was my introduction to Doctor Who. Very bizarre, but like I do like talking about those introductions because they're funny. Particularly longtime fans find them amusing. I do not know why he spent the first 20 not 20 minutes, the first like 5 minutes of his commentary trying to convince me that he's a Lord of the Rings fan. I don't particularly
Yeah.
care how much of a fan you are of something or not. Um, Usually, the more knowledge you have, particularly when it comes to um, fandoms like the Tolkien fandom, uh, the better it is when you review things. Um, but you also don't have to have that much knowledge. Hi, hello. I've watched the movies. That's pretty much it. Um, I have a little bit of other knowledge, but that's just from what people have told me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't know why he felt the need to spend so much time convincing me of it. That's weird. I don't actually, at the end of the day, give a shit whether or not someone likes Rings of Power, right? I do want to know why. Again, hi, hello, asshole that asks why. I want to know why. And I don't feel like he could really tell me why. And that bothers me. So those are the things I've been thinking about. um,
Meanwhile, I was like the total opposite because I haven't thought about this guy since last week. I was so busy at work.
well, I've thought about it because I was watching the first two Lord of the Rings movies. So,
Mm-hmm.
um,
I know.
And my God, I cannot stress to you how this. I don't usually say this, but that blonde bitch in Rings of Power is not Galadriel. Like I do not see the connection between the two characters in any way, shape, or form. They are not the same.
No.
I, I can't do it.
The,
Like
the,
I
the
really
characterization
can't.
is just so far off. I mean, yes, this is a Galadriel that's much younger than when we see her in Lord of the Rings, but she's still thousands of years old.
Yeah, she's supposed to be a grandmother at this point.
Yes, she is.
And Arwen's literally supposed to be born. Not only, and I know they told me she had a husband. I don't fucking believe that. Um, the you can't give an one-handed comment and then never talk about it again, right? Like,
And they gave her a different backstory for how she met Celeborn, when that's
yeah, it
not
was
how they
that
met.
one story, right? That
They
one
took
story.
Luthien and Baron's
Yeah,
story and grafted it onto Galadriel and Celeborn, which is not how they met.
yeah, don't do that. It's kind of dumb, you
Especially
know.
when, as we stated when we covered it, um, Luthien and Baron was inspired by how J.R.R. Tolkien met his wife Edith,
Yes.
and that was a very special story to them. So by just giving that backstory to someone else is literally insulting his marriage.
Yeah. So it's just I don't because this is the explanation to why he likes it, right? And again, one of his is he likes Gladriel, and then it's like the more I watch those movies, the more I'm just like, no way, like I just don't see it. I don't care how much time has passed. I mean, people can change, but they can't change that much. I mean, they don't have the same personality. They don't have the same anything. There is nothing. They are nothing alike. If you told me that was Gladriel's sister, I would have believed you, because that's not Gladriel. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's just Gladriel's sister. Okay, fine, but that's not Gladriel. She's supposed to have children at this point. Elrond's supposed to be married. Arwen's supposed to be born, and it's like, okay, because if you think about how old Arwen is, and you trace that back, you're just like, okay, well, there's no way then.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way that there could be.
And also just the complete lack of attention to detail on things, like the fact that Galadriel's supposed to be 6'4". Morfydd Clark is
She is
5'3", and
Oh,
they're doing nothing to try to make her look, bigger and more, grand, for her stature. I mean, there's older than dirt camera techniques to make someone look taller.
literally
Position the
have
camera.
them stand on a box and have
You
the
can do
camera.
that.
It's
Position the camera slightly lower than normal. Have other characters, like have the set built in a way where one character is standing slightly higher than the other, but from the camera, it looks like it's all normal. There's ways you can do this that have been going on for over a century now, and they
yeah,
did nothing. There's no trying to trick the eye into making her look like she's this giant.
yeah. If you would have asked me how tall do I think Galadriel is, I'm just like, she's definitely in the 5 foot range. I don't really know particularly. I would say between 4 and 7 would have been my guess. Um,
Yeah,
but
Morfydd Clark is 5 foot. Now, Kate Blanchett, she's 5'8", so she's also nowhere near 6'4".
but it's like
But they
her
tried. They
stature.
they just they just tried to have camera angles to make it look like she's this giant.
She is so like she's larger than life, you know.
Mm-hmm.
She just is. She's really good. Give her a really big platform to use. That would have been funny. I would have liked that. So anyway, I just wanted to touch on that because I thought that was
Mm-hmm.
kind of odd. Also, his comment on the orcs all looking the same. They don't. I don't know where on Earth he got that from, but they don't. They do not all look the same.
Yeah.
They're very distinctive. I think it's insanely rude to say that they all look the same.
Mm-hmm.
And
And and even if they did use like similar makeup for like every single orc that's in the background, that's fine. But the ones that are featured, I thought they were all pretty distinctive.
yeah, exactly. So, anyway, would you like to continue? I know the answer is no, but just like
I kind of don't, but yeah, we should.
let's do it. Oh god, I almost okay, I almost left the studio instead of doing it. Guys, I am a professional.
We're
Okay.
professionals, damn it.
There we go.
And that gives up that image is perfect for my how I feel of this guy so far.
You're welcome. Because I had to kind of guess about where we were. I knew we were about halfway, so
We're about
where we
at
were.
the halfway point, yeah.
Yeah, so we're about at where we were. So, yay. Okie dokie. Let's do it, Josh. Do it.
He is going to take Celebrimbor and impale him on a spike and turn him into a banner that his armies
Oh yeah, this is the spoiler thing.
Right, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
are
right.
going to march with. That is all. So yeah, we're gonna you're good now. You're good
we'll
now.
see if that's what they
spoilers,
actually do in the show.
Basically,
I'm kind of excited. I want to
that
see.
is the
I want to see them do that because they're not going to be on site filming. They're going to be in like a sound stage. So I want to see.
Because they're not filming in New Zealand anymore. They're now all in England.
I want to see the glorious green screen that it's going to take to do that. Like I really want to see that. And the costuming and makeup has not given me like any sort of. I have no confidence, pretty much. No, I just don't. I have no confidence in it. So
God, I forgot how terrible this guy's lighting is.
yeah, true.
the kind of that we have to look forward to in the future. It's going to be pretty damn awesome. Spoilers, I literally warned you. You have no one to blame but yourself. I think it's time to get to the final part.
There it is.
The final part of my review.
Nailed it, Josh.
Okay?
That's right.
I know this wasn't very structured and it was just me gushing for a while, but I just loved it. I'm just talking about something I enjoyed. Final thing I want to talk about is the music. You see,
his conclusion is another point. Bad debating. Bad structure. The music was okay.
Some of the music was all right. Some of the music was all right.
But they basically like introduced him like he was John Williams at the Colbert thing.
Bear McCready's done some solid work. It's just
I know, but if you're going to introduce him like that, that wasn't.
For me, it seemed like they just took the music. They just like took like the rough draft before. It's like they took the rough draft and presented that as the final paper instead of continuing to work it. It was like, so what'd you guys think of this? Oh, you're using it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was because the music wasn't bad.
No, it was just
It was
very
just
vague
generic.
fantasy music.
Yeah.
Like I could have found
especially
50
the main,
of those.
especially the main theme. I'm really disappointed with
So-
that main theme because it's just so just generic fantasy.
Wait, but there was a main theme. Or was it?
You know, during the all that stuff with the sand and forming rings or whatever.
Oh, I got actual Lord of the Rings music going through my head. Sorry.
Yeah.
I got nothing.
It was by Howard Shore, who should know better.
So I just said.
You see, for me, any Middle Earth production, particularly anything Lord of the Rings related, needs to have the music.
What is the difference between a Middle Earth production and being Lord of the Rings related?
I mean, technically, you could do a Middle Earth story that's not featured during the time period of Lord of the Rings.
Well, that's happening right now.
Except it's still dealing with Sauron and the forging of the rings, and so it still ties into that.
Okay.
Whereas you could have, there are Middle Earth stories that aren't around Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, like Morgoth, right?
Yeah, that
Okay.
has pretty much nothing to do with the forging of the rings, outside of Sauron worked for Morgoth, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Plus, there's also areas of the world that aren't in Middle Earth. You can do stories there.
Don't tell them that, Josh. They don't understand that diversity literally already existed in this universe. They just had to go there.
Yeah.
And they didn't understand that. It's fine. It's fine, Josh.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Have the music point. The Lord of the Rings Peter Jackson movies had amazing music.
Yes, it did.
The Hobbit Peter Jackson movies also had amazing music.
Yes, because they used the same person.
Yeah, it was. Those were both done by Howard Shore.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Howard Shore also did the main title sequence for Rings of Power, and that's just so off.
Oh no! Oh God, are you serious?
Yes. Again, it seems like it seems like he did like a temp track, and just kind of like, hey, so this is what I'm thinking about for your main theme, and they just went with it.
You know what? I'll give a little. What is his name? Bear. I think that's what his name is. I'll give Bear a little. I'll cut you some slack.
Howard Shore did the music for Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit films.
No, I know that.
Bear McCready did the music for Rings of Power outside of the main theme.
I know. That's what I'm saying is I'm going to give him some slack because I think your theory is spot on.
That they just went with the demo tracks, basically, instead of...
Yeah, like, so...
Because, I mean, Howard Shore, especially during the original trilogy for Lord of the Rings, every piece of music fits in flawlessly.
Oh, it's really good.
I mean, like, the main theme is kind of dark and ominous. Then you have the Fellowship theme, which sounds big and grand and epic. And then you have the Hobbit theme, which is like innocent and cheerful. And I could just go on. The music is just perfect in every single scene.
Oh, it was a labor of love.
It was.
Obviously.
And they clearly, but the thing is, especially musicians, you need time to work on the compositions to make them work. And I don't think Howard Shore or Bear McCready were given enough time to make the music work for this.
No, I agree with you now. Now that I realize that Howard Shore did that opening theme.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
where it's just generic fantasy.
How the hell? Am I just not remembering that?
Apparently.
Yeah, that's sad. That's really fucking sad. Holy shit. Holy
But I mean,
shit,
I do like the theme that they used for Moria. You know, Casa Doom. That music was actually pretty cool. And I also like there's elements to the Numenor music that's decent. It just they needed to be worked on a little bit more. A couple more, idea sessions to like really kind of hammer them out. But like the basic for the music is there.
Yeah.
Again, because Bear McCready is a talented composer.
Okay. Interesting. I gotta listen to some of his music after this. Because I feel like I've heard it, I just didn't know who the artist was that did it.
Bear McCready is one of those composers who he's like Tony Todd. He desperately needs a better agent.
Oh no.
It's
And
like,
Charles Dance. Oh, we have like a
yes,
fleet of people.
where it's like,
better agents.
you are so talented. Why are you working on this?
They didn't have enough money.
They only had $1 billion to spend on this.
It's kind of super funny, actually. Oh shit. Hey Matt G.
Hey,
What's
Matt G.
up? Oh, hi everyone. I'm sorry. I did not like and bye. Ram Bam. Chris. Hi Chris. I've heard you've been scheming with Loki. Heard y'all have been scheming. Oh, there you go.
Dun dun dun.
There you go.
Hey, Pod Racing Palpatine.
Show
Pod Racing! Hey!
did not disappoint when
Oh,
it came to the music.
I thought it did.
I was worried.
I was, yeah.
One of the things that I genuinely believed would be near impossible to recapture was how iconic and amazing to listen to the music of the Peter Jackson films and the Hobbit were.
Yeah.
And frankly, I wasn't disappointed.
They
The
should have been.
composer they brought on for the music of this show is Bear McCreary.
Yes.
Okay, so just because they brought on someone talented did not mean that they did a good job.
Yeah, I think
Someone-
the music overall, the music is okay. But like I said, I
Yeah, you
think
just-
you just didn't have enough time.
Or like I'm excited to hear all the fucking like tea stories and once contracts are up. I'm so excited to hear all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like there are a lot of people that are gonna be spilling that. So
No, from the soundtrack of God of War 2018. That's right. He's the lyrical, musical, whatever you want to say,
So, just as like a thing, if you're trying to sell me on somebody being amazing, you very clearly reading from your third screen that you have over there, isn't really selling me on your passion for something because you're reading it, right? Like if I can see an actor reading his lines, I'm not seeing sold on the performance. So like if you were so excited about this guy, then you should have it's like he knew who he was, but he didn't at the same time, and it's odd.
Holy cow, this guy's done a lot more work than I thought he did.
Usually people end up doing that.
Oh my god.
Oh, you looked it up?
I'm on IMDb right now.
Okay, so what's up?
So he's done he was the composer on The Walking Dead. He's done the music for the God of War games.
The only thing that's still good is the Walking Dead music.
He was the composer for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which started out solid and then fell apart. But that's not on him.
Oh, that's just how Marvel is.
Yeah. He did the music on the Cloverfield movies. Looks like all of them.
That doesn't count as being talented. They're good. So,
Uh,
because most of them were found footage movies that really didn't have any music. So
yeah.
doesn't really count.
Composer on Battlestar Galactica, the reboot.
Okay. All right. That was really good music. All right. I'll give you that one.
Eureka. The Angry Video Game Nerd movie.
Oh no. What? That's a thing?
that,
Remember when YouTubers made movies?
what
That was a
do you mean
terrible
that was a
idea.
thing? That was like 10 years ago.
Oh no, just I'm sick, Josh. That's gonna be my excuse whenever I say
Okay,
something
that's
dumb.
fair.
Alright, I'm
The
sick.
Sarah Connor Chronicles, really underrated show.
Never saw it.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Had Lena Headley, as Sarah Connor.
Okay. What?
Yeah,
What
he's
do you
a
mean what? What? Oh my
he's in
god.
a
Hey! Holy shit! I haven't seen you in forever, dude. Stunning and Brave Megatron. Hey, how's it going? Who's this soy ass looking motherfucker on my screen? It's your second in command. It's the human Starscream. Didn't you do Westworld? Interesting. I don't know.
Oh, did he? I might have missed it.
What? I don't know what you said what to. I'm just gonna assume it's everything, Chris.
I wish these were more in chronological order.
We don't do that here, Josh. The fuck?
Oh, he did the music on the Constantine show too? I'm not seeing that.
Starscream released you better than
oh,
this.
oh, he did the music for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, he did it for the shopping, like those stores.
Yeah. Either way, he's done a lot of quality work.
Okay. Okay.
Godzilla, King of the Monsters.
Oh my god. Okay, so I have him. I have him to thank for actually making that movie the best one. Because guess what they did? Guess what they did, Josh? They put in the actual Godzilla theme in a Godzilla movie.
Yes.
Copyright, 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 copyright. I say the medicine has kicked in.
Yeah.
Excellent. There we go. Yes, it was good. I think it might have my not maybe my favorite version visually of King Ghidorah. I like him with longer necks. His necks are too short. He looks silly. He needs to have long necks. Like he has basically three what is it, Chinese dragons basically on his head, on his body. The necks need to be long. There are older movies where his necks are like half of what they should be, and he looks dumb. Just so. I don't know what my favorite one is. I like Space Godzilla. I think Biolante's good too. Really, the whole Heshire I'm pretty good with. There is one Mothra movie that I can't fucking stand though. They lecture me the entire movie about how I'm murdering the planet, apparently, just by sitting on my couch. And then they proceed, and then the stupid Mothra twins proceed to get captured. and their cries of wanting to get out causes Mothra to destroy like half of Tokyo. So they spent the whole movie complaining to me for destroying the planet, and then they destroyed half of Tokyo when they could have very easily, like telekinetically, like told her to fuck off. We're fine. Just it's dumb. Stupid movie. Anyway, we're going on. We're moving on,
Yep.
Josh. We're moving on.
A genius. This.
Ah!
Okay, we got copyright.
Okay. Fucking wonderful. Okay. All right. We're moving and listening to the music. He is drinking a monster. You're missing nothing good. He's drinking a monster as he's listening to the fucking music. I hope you got copyrighted. Damn Twitch thought. The music's okay. I was just so astonished. Okay, so I am listening to it, and because all he's doing is fucking head banging as he's listening to the music and drinking a monster. That's all he's doing right now. Okay, and
pretty much.
The music's. I like the music. I don't even remember this being in the fucking thing. Why? Because I was so astonished at all the stupid, boring shit I was having to deal with. There we go.
Okay, got to the end of it.
Oh, that's from God of War? That wasn't even the thing? Why did you show me? Why did you have me listen to this? Okay. Amazing content? Okay, well hold on. Let me mute it. I'm gonna mute this and you can witness it. 24/20. Can y'all hear that?
No. I think it's quiet.
Good. Okay. Hold on. Nope, I fucked it. There we go. There we go. This is what y'all missed. So you wanna come at me, Megatron? Here you go. This is what you missed.
Yep. Pretty amazing, isn't it? Okay.
And that same composer is behind the music in Rings of Power.
Oh god, I'm hovering.
So as you can imagine, the music does not disappoint. This first segment here, this came out 2 days ago in the most recent episode. This is called "True Creation Requires Sacrifice."
He's gonna just play music.
Channel. And
Hold on.
This is the track from when they were crafting the 3 rings. All right.
All right. I'm
Get a
gonna
listen
mute
to
it.
this.
Oh.
If this music you think holds up to the legendary score established,
we missed
in Peter
nothing.
Jackson's
Yeah, no,
movies.
that's what I'm saying, right down.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Here's we're just listening to fucking music right now. This music's okay. Apparently, that last one. Oh, he likes it. I know. You told me that. That's what he just said.
Yeah.
This is all right. Josh, you can hear it, right?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Because you have the other tab open. Okay, good.
Yeah.
And this idiot vapor get high. Yeah.
In fairness, he can do both.
Oh.
As much as I'll play of the True Creation Requires Sacrifice bit, that is the opening of the theme when they're crafting the rings.
Okay, it goes very hard. That's what he just told me. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. That's not music that goes very hard. That music goes very soft.
No, it's very soft as they're. It's because it's specifically when she's like tragically handing over the dagger to get melted down. It's like, who cares?
Did anyone really give a shit about that dagger? No.
Galadriel did.
That woman gave more of a shit about that dagger than pretty much anything else. All right.
She cared more about the dagger than she did her own husband.
I don't believe she's married. I think that's a lie. It's a fucking lie.
Yeah.
Then.
And Ram Bam, yes, the rings look like cheap crap.
Oh, they're so awful. They're so fucking awful. You could have had literally any jewelry store. Any jewelry store would have made you better shit. See, I thought for Christmas they were going to come out with special rings of power rings that you could get at like your local whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't seen that. So now I kind of know no prestigious jewelry store could have possibly have made that. And now I'm going to double check. Rings of power rings for sale. There we go. Give me. Oh, would you look at that? Nope. Nope. You can buy the cheap versions for like $5. Just don't worry about it. Yeah, there's no that when I say rings of power rings for sale and I scroll down, all it shows for the most part are the fucking the one ring, right? Let's see what you got for me. You can get glowing rings from Etsy. That's pretty cool.
I absolutely love in his chat here,
Uh-huh.
geeky lesbian. Amazon about to get Amazon on their way to get $170 from a small creator talking about their TV show that they made.
What?
Yeah, because he's playing copyrighted music. He's just flat out playing it.
Yeah. Hell, I'm worried that I'm gonna get fucking copyright for those 2 seconds that we heard earlier.
I mean, that should be fine, but...
Oh, well, that should be, but, you know.
It should be, but... Amazon can be a bastard.
Yeah, it can. No one is selling, like, literally no one is selling Rings of Power rings.
Because they can't.
This show
they legally can't.
Well, you would have thought that they would have had someone make those. You know what I mean?
No. There cannot be any official merchandise from the show. That was part of the contract.
What? No. You're fucking with me.
No.
You're fucking with me.
They are not legally allowed to have any like figures or replicas of the swords or anything like that made.
What?
Yeah.
That's
it's a horrible deal. It's a horrible deal.
That's dumber than the entire show put together. Okay. 50% of the profit on successful franchises is their fucking merch. What are you even talking about?
Mm-hmm. And the Peter Jackson films had tons of merchandise.
Obviously, everyone wanted the one ring.
They wanted the ring. They wanted Aragorn's sword. They wanted Gandalf's sword. They wanted Gandalf's staff.
His hat.
I want that hat.
Hat's fucking awesome. Yeah, it's just
they wanted they wanted the Lothlorien brooches. Because it was all gorgeous. The deal Amazon made with the Tolkien estate stated that they could not make merchandise from the show.
I would have told them to get fucked. And I would have left. This show never would have happened. You have 2 One Rings? Oh my god. Well, that's just, Palpy, that's just you being you. You know what I mean? No one's surprised Palpatine has 2 One Rings.
That makes a ton of sense.
No, people would have bought merch. Don't get me wrong, Chris. All right, I know we kind of live in a bit of an echo chamber when it comes to how we feel about Rings of Power, but there are people out there that would have bought it. 1,000%. That's why I was fully expecting some jewelry store to have them on sale.
But no, they can't.
That's I fully expected
there can be no official merchandise.
That is the craziest.
It is a horrible deal.
That just gave me a headache. That's how stupid that was. Yeah, that's what.
Mm-hmm. There's merchandise everywhere.
It's not as obviously not as popular as Lord of the Rings, but there are people like hardcore collectors. You know, you have these Star Wars collectors that collect anything Star Wars, regardless of whether or not they like it. You know, if you want to spend your money on that, it's fine. You know, I like to collect stuff that I like, but there are people that are absolutists when it comes to collection, right? So they collect anything of a particular franchise, regardless of it. You know, they do that. That's fine. I have no issue with people collecting shit.
And
right?
look at Chris coming up with an explanation to how Palpatine has 2 One Rings.
Oh, I just he had two Death Stars. 2 One Rings. I know.
Yeah.
You even have a ringtone. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Please don't change Pod Racing Palpatine.
Yeah. This is why Palpatine. Pod Racing, I'm in love with you. You have single-handedly made the Emperor a far more enjoyable character to me. I'm not even fucking around, right? The only real reason I wanted to meet Ian McDiarmid last year, I guess it was earlier this year, was because you have inspired me to absolutely adore the Emperor as a character in Star Wars, which is not something I really had in because I'm a Darth Vader girl, I love me some Darth Vader. And honestly, who doesn't? But I'm not special because I like him. I'm just saying that honestly, yeah, I love Palpy, and you have really made that character a more enjoyable character. So thank you, man. That was great. Chef Palpy.
That's an old meme on the show.
That's not old. It's classic. There is a difference.
Vintage. It's a vintage meme on the show.
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Chef Palpy, amazing. The cookbook. What were some of the things we came up with the cookbook?
Oh God.
Fuck me.
I don't even remember what episode that was.
It was too good. We were on such a roll that day. We couldn't do it again. We were on such a roll. So, all right.
Back to this guy.
Tragedy of Sauron the Wise. All right, let's do it.
So, if you're a fan of the original Peter Jackson movies, something you'll know is that a repeated motif that he would constantly do is a lot of characters or character relationships, kingdoms, places.
Hold on. I just want to point out Rambam's comment here. It's an older meme, sir, but it checks out. Bravo.
Nice.
Bravo. I saw that and it deserves attention. So.
That is true.
Places, etc., had themes. They had musical themes.
Yeah.
And depending on the context,
yes,
the hype of the theme would change, right?
Yeah, that's
so.
For
example, in a scene where
that's kind of the point to music in a movie.
Is he explaining how things work to me that are very obvious?
That is what a soundtrack does. Correct.
If I swapped the Halloween and Jaws theme and put them in their movies, it doesn't work. Maybe it does. Fuck. Those were the worst two I could have come up with. Okay, hold on. The Shire theme to Michael
Jaws.
Myers.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, to Jaws killing.
As she's just like screaming around as the swimmer's
Yeah.
just getting ripped apart, just yeah, it doesn't work.
Overlay the screams. Ah, boo, doo, doo. I now require that as a meme. Hell yeah.
Scene where like the Fellowship.
I once saw if you've ever seen Star Trek Enterprise, they have
not. I still got to get past Voyager. It's fucking Janeway and her stupid coffee. I gotta mentally get past that, and I haven't quite got there.
Voyager's up and down. Enterprise is also up and down, but for whatever reason, they decided to have a pop song as the opening title sequence for Enterprise. I don't know why they did. I don't know why they decided to do that because it's awful. But someone took the theme song to Perfect Strangers and put it in the Enterprise title sequence, and it fits in flawlessly.
I love that.
It's actually kind of amazing. Like it because that's how generic the theme song was, that they were just able to take the theme song from the sitcom Perfect Strangers and put it in, and it fits better. It's astonishing.
Oh, I love doing stuff like that. You know, if YouTube wasn't so copyright friendly, or you know, I might have done something like that for my channel. Because that kind of stuff, the switching stuff around like that's really funny.
Mm-hmm.
We're just kind of, sitting around, and it was sort of a solemn moment. You might hear the Fellowship theme come in, and it's like, dun, 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 dun.
Yes, I know how music works.
Okay.
Yes, this is how music works.
Worst rendition of the Fellowship theme I've ever heard.
It really is.
That was bad. In fact, I didn't even recognize what you were doing for a second because it was that bad.
Fellowship theme kind of just slowly kind of going in, right?
Yeah, I know.
But in a scene, for example, in the Fellowship of the Ring, where the whole Fellowship is leaving Rivendell, and we see that amazing shot where they're all walking together. Yeah. It's like one of the most triumphant scenes in the whole movie.
Literally so iconic that if you search Lord of the Rings art, you'll see them traveling. You'll see them traveling, and it's like everyone knows that piece of art. It's heavily associated with Lord of the Rings. I'm very aware of it. I feel like I'm being talked down to.
Movie, we hear it at its full version, right, with the horns and the trumpets and everything. It's like dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
You do not hear the entire piece of music every time the piece of music is played. It's usually sectioned off.
And it's not limited to
because they're long.
It's not limited to just Lord of the Rings. I mean,
that's how every music is.
In the original, I mean, in Star Wars, Leia had a theme, Luke had a theme, Han had a theme. That's played whenever they have a meaningful moment on screen. It's just that's how scoring works.
Oh my god!
I can't believe we have someone trying to explain what a score is.
Hey God, did you know that scores don't play the entire piece of music? Yes! Actually, I'm very
Mind
aware of
blown.
that. Um, were you not? I really feel like I'm being talked down to by a moron.
Yeah.
That is one of my favorite aspects of the Peter Jackson movies.
One of your favorite aspects of the Peter Jackson movies
Is the score.
is
Okay, I mean, that's
is the
fair.
score. Okay, that's fine.
I can grant you that.
And you know what? I'll even give you this further. The best part of Ring to Power is the score.
Yeah.
So, because there is nothing.
No, actually,
else
I
to hate
disagree.
on
Hold
to.
on. I disagree with you.
What? What is it?
The best part of Rings of Power was the laughter caused by the volcano killing everybody.
Oh, and then really, like, only killing the people that needed to die, quote unquote, which was basically all the people that were NPCs.
Except for, like one character that's presumed dead is Isildur, which is not possible.
It's the
We
same
know he's
problem I had.
alive.
Dude, it's the same problem I had with fucking Infinity War. Somehow they managed to kill everyone off in Infinity War that had a sequel confirmed. I was just sitting there like, uh-huh. Well, I know they're not dead because they have a sequel confirmed. And then,
Yeah.
everyone came back and then Black Widow died. And then I was stuck very confused with, but she has a movie confirmed. What is this about?
Why are you reminding me of that horrible movie?
Why? Of all of it, it's just, it's
That
dumb.
terrible movie.
These people, they confirm that there are sequels and there are things happening and things have existed, right?
Yes.
And then they expect me to be fucking invested in these characters coming back to life. It's like, I know they're coming back to life because they have a movie. Just like, I know Isildur's alive because Aragorn exists. Like, what do you want?
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. Your stakes don't exist because you've already done something in the past.
And somehow Muriel needs to regain her eyesight back because she literally sees the destruction of Numenor and tries to get away from it.
Oh, no. I actually think it would be way, way, way funnier. Like a billion times funnier if she never got her eyesight back and the fates were just fucking trolling your ass. You see it. No,
Yeah.
you don't. You don't actually see it. But you do. No, you don't actually do. No. So I actually prefer the idea of her never getting her eyesight back. Because that's funnier to me. We knew this horrible fate was gonna fall upon this city, but we weren't gonna tell you that you were gonna be blinded, not by a volcano exploding like 2 feet away from you, but by the fire.
But by ash going into your face.
Yeah, which does not apparently happen when a volcano explodes, like 100 feet from you. So funny. When Mountain Doom came onto the screen for the first time in Fellowship, I giggled.
Wait, in Fellowship?
Yeah. Mount Doom comes onto the screen. You see Mount Doom, kind
Right.
of. It's and I giggled when I was watching it this week.
Oh, okay.
I know how you exist.
In this, okay. The last time you watched it, you giggled when it popped.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it made me laugh. Yeah.
Okay.
I was like,
Because
Mount Doom.
yeah, just seeing the Southlands just get rewritten into Mount Doom, that was just funny.
Yeah, I didn't know that they did Is that really what happens? That doesn't seem to be what happens, because I thought the Southlands were a thing that existed in Lord of the Rings.
It was, and basically Sauron took over the Southlands, and it slowly became the Kingdom of Mordor. But that was over the course of a long time, and
no, he put all his points into Michael Bay explosion box. Okay, and he had that sent to the mountain that was there, and that's where all his he did it. So he better be happy there was actually a volcano that existed there, because not all mountains were like, are able to be volcanoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just saying. Okie dokie. Let us hit play.
Musical motifs correspond not just to different characters, ideas, groups, or things, or kingdoms, whatever, but they're circumstantial. When we first hear the Rohan theme, for example, it's when Edoras is in sort of a fallen state. King Theoden is currently
a fallen state? Why was that funny? Just explain.
I'm not entirely sure what he meant by that.
He thought it was funny. I require an explanation.
I mean, unless he's referring to the fact that at this, when we meet Theoden, he's still under control of Wormtongue. So
yes.
Rohan's not at its height. It's not, but I don't understand why that was like a joke.
Explain joke. Require to know why that was funny. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And and Rambam, I completely understand. Like, why is this guy explaining musical theory? I don't understand why.
Yeah. Ha! Bruce Campbell would have made Rings of Power better.
It absolutely would have. Bruce Campbell makes every better.
Nicolas Cage, Bruce Campbell. Let me see who else.
Christopher Walken.
Danny DeVito. Tommy Wiseau. Guys, somebody needs to write a movie with all these people in it. We need to do it, like, now.
Yes.
Currently under Sauron and the influence of Wormtongue, Grima Wormtongue. And so it's just sort of a gloomy scene when Gandalf, Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli first show up. So we hear the rope.
Yes.
Yes, that's how it's supposed to work.
Their kingdom has fallen into disarray. And I'd be real with you. I don't know how I just didn't have the personality. I don't have the personality to be in that movie properly. I just would not have been able to be like, yeah, sure, I'll leave, or yeah, sure, I'll just deal with this. It's like, no, he would have been dead. I would have killed Wormtongue at some point. So just useless, absolutely useless. Also, a good reason to why monarchies don't exist. Or not exist, don't work. There we go. Do not work. Yes, I agree.
Yes.
Tony Todd, yes. Yes. No, not Denzel, Tony Todd. Give Tony Todd some work.
Denzel has a very established career. Let's go with Tony Todd. I agree.
Yeah. We're not looking for people that have, we're looking for people that are memes, all right? We're not looking for people that are like, the accomplished businessman at the table. We're looking for people that are memes. Okay, Gary Busey. How did we forget that one?
Yeah, Gary Busey's a good one.
Yeah. Tony Hobbs
Did you-
will be the
Did you ever see the movie where Gary Busey gets turned into a dog?
no.
It's amazing. What was the name of it? Gary Busey dog movie. Quigley.
Of course,
Way
it's
back
named that.
It's called Quigley, made in 2003. It's on Tubi.
Oh, that everything that you said in that sentence somehow made it better.
Yeah, he's like he dies and then his soul gets put into like a little tiny dog.
So it's like Chucky, but he got turned into a dog, and it's not a horror movie.
No, it is a family film.
Oh,
Yeah, it's as wonderfully corny as it sounds.
interesting.
Yes.
Oh, speaking of movies that we're gonna have to watch at some point in the future, we're gonna have to watch Cocaine Bear happen. Please tell me you've seen it. Please tell me you've seen the trailer for it.
I have not.
Oh my good god. Okay, guys. We gotta show him Cocaine Bear at the end of this. Loki showed it to me, and I was in awe of the beauty that I was witnessing.
Okay.
If you're wondering what it's about, just think of the title. It's based off a real story that actually happened.
Really?
Yes.
The Rohan
Wow.
theme, like do 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 do.
God, you have no talent in
On like
music.
the violin, one single violin, very
don't
drawn
sing
out.
if you're good. Don't do
Almost
musical notes if you're tone deaf, please.
Dude, I am sick and cannot sing, and I did a better job of the Shire, okay? Damn.
It's pathetic sounding, like a choking whisper. But then, at the Battle of the Pelennor Fields, when the army of all of Rohan's army, the Rohirrim, show up on the Pelennor Fields to save Gondor from Sauron's forces, we hear the full the full Rohan theme blaring in all of its glory when Rohan is at its peak.
Yes.
We hear dun 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 dun. It's all the
That's
horns
how
and everything,
that
right?
works.
This show and Bear McCreary and his music production.
Why is he explaining? I'm getting a headache. Why does he feel like he needs to explain this to me?
I don't know.
I understand how this works. I've watched things before. So frustrating.
Production for it did the exact same
Yeah,
goddamn
that's what
thing.
people do.
I think the best example of it has to be the Numenor theme. So here is how we hear the Numenor theme for the first time. By the way, could not be more like this sounds perfect for Numenor. When I imagined Numenor, when I read the Silmarillion and everything, I just this music fits so well with the vibe that I imagined for Numenor
I'm about to mute.
when I was a kid and I read the books. Listen to this.
We will not be. Y'all will not be listening to that.
No.
It sounds vaguely Middle Eastern and fantasy. That's what that sounds like to me. Yeah, it's Middle Eastern fantasy.
Yeah.
That's what that sounds like. Which is exactly what Numenor seemed to be.
first time.
Okay.
The reason why I drew the Rohan comparison is because we get a very similar through line there.
Not a median.
That's like the way we hear the theme for the first time when we first see Numenor in the show. But then, at a later point in the show, when we see the
music
cavalry
changes.
of Numenor with Galadriel and who they don't know to be Sauron riding up to
Fuck off.
Because
Oh,
they're
no.
morons.
we hear this version.
Oh no,
of the
God,
theme.
fuck me.
Stop playing copyrighted music.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it sounds
it's
more
different
grand and
because
epic.
it's a different piece of the music. You dumb fuck. You dumb, useless asshole.
It
This is a
sounds
different
more.
piece of.
It sounds like it's more energetic because the scene's supposed to be more energetic.
Shit.
That's the
That
good
right
shit.
there is the good shit.
That
I like when different things have.
Okay. That.
Josh, I want to die.
How do you think you're saying anything that's profound right now? You're saying when the scene is somber, they play the music very somberly. But then when it's supposed to be grand and epic, it sounds bigger and more epic. Yeah. How is this blowing your little mind? This is basic
I think he doesn't
music
know.
concept.
I think he just said it. I don't think he's ever been able to piece together a music concept, music theory before.
In the meantime, I have been looking at stills of Cocaine Bear, and wow, it looks astonishing.
Don't spoil it. How dare you? We might have a watch party. Hold on. When does it come out? Cocaine Bear 2023. Okay. Release date. I want release date. February 24th. Alright. February 24th.
Is that going to be a belated Valentine's Day present Loki gets you?
Oh, I think it's going to be a present for both of us. He was just as excited as I was.
Okay, that's fair.
Because it's literally based on a true story. I cannot emphasize how much better that makes that movie. Yes. Yes. It's something that actually happened. Because I didn't believe it. Half the time when they say based on a true story, I don't mean it. So
That's true.
anyway. Alright, let's do it. My brain is rotting as we speak.
And the hype of it changes based on the context. That's
basic composition.
You know what? The Batwoman composer. Okay? The Batwoman composer did such a good job. Because the music was quick when it was actiony. There you go. I did the same thing. One of the shittiest themes I've ever heard in my entire life. Do 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 do. Shittiest fucking themes. And no, I don't blame EFAP or J. Longbone for not continuing that series because Batwoman stopped being funny after season 1, in my opinion.
I mean, it's
well,
canceled.
It was a little funny in season 2, but like it's just season 1 was so good.
It's a train wreck.
As far as the leaves, the memes and the fucking crisis thing was super funny too. Just it never could live up to that as far as hilarity went.
And of course, the whole, you almost paralyzed Ruby Rose. You did paralyze a production assistant because everything was so poorly planned out. Like, great job.
What?
Okay then.
Good for you, Megatron.
That is always a key aspect of any Middle Earth, I guess, productions on screen for me. And this show did not disappoint.
Oh, well,
So,
it did.
I really don't know what else to talk about without
You haven't
just like
talked about anything.
basically just ranting about all the things that I liked any longer.
That's what you've been
Isn't
doing.
it weird how in retrospect that Sauron convinced Galadriel not to kill the Orc King? Oh, no, it is not weird at all. You see, Sauron is, well, kind of an egotistical douchebag who wants to kill that motherfucker himself.
What?
Sauron wants to, like,
What?
Adar. Season 2's probably
got
going to start
dumber.
with Sauron ripping Adar apart. Like the things that Sauron's going to do to that motherfucker, if the story he told where he tried to kill Sauron and thought he did was true, he's
Apparently this was made before Adar's actor decided, yeah, I'm not renewing my contract. I'm out of this damn show.
Wait. What?
Yes. Load, damn it.
No.
There you go.
Wow, that's funny. He just bounced.
Basically.
Yeah, according to the Hollywood Reporter. He's not petty. He's not one of those villains that are petty. So, all right, we're so
he's in.
you're getting there.
His orcs aren't going to be able to protect him. He's fucked. Adar is going to get cooed out of power in Mordor early in season 2, and Sauron's going to take control, and we're going to see the Dark Lord on his dark throne towards the beginning of season 2. Now, Isildur, who got lost after the eruption in the Southlands or in Mordor, is also still there somewhere, most likely, unless Beric managed to.
He can't be dead.
He literally can't be. He was the one character in that battle that we know has to live.
Besides, like Gladriel or something, you know.
I was talking about the Numenorian soldier.
Okay.
But then again, she did charge in with the whatever. He was the only Numenorian soldier that can't die in that battle.
Yep. No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
To save him fast, which I think will happen. Seems like Isildur's horse Beric is going to save him. It has sort of, there's like a line they pulled this from in the Unfinished Tales, where riders of their horse, like west, like horses and their riders from like Numenor and like Arnor in the west and whatnot, could supposedly form sort of a psychological bond with their horse and call them on command just by thinking.
A
That was in the
psychological.
Unfinished Tales, though.
Okay.
So, like, the level of canonality of that is questionable. Regardless, though, that seems to be where they pulled that from. So it seems like Isildur is going to summon Beric, and he's going to save him. And hopefully he's already been saved by
I'm
the...
sorry, if his body is underneath a pile of rubble, what the fuck is a horse supposed to do?
I'm more I'm more confused by the fact that he said that a rider and a horse can form a psychological bond. Not he doesn't go with like telepathy or just a bond, just a psychological bond.
Yeah, he's not smart. We have established this, Josh.
This is true.
Usually, I try to be at least somewhat nicer. I can't be nice. I'm sick. My filter's not exactly in place at the moment, and I don't handle dumb people very well. Well, annoying dumb people. I don't handle them very well. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yes, Pod Racing Palpatine. Yeah.
Don't fuck. None of them are. They're all like 5'8".
Yeah.
Oh.
The final scene in Rings of Power, because Mordor is looking Mordory.
A volcano exploded.
Which was funny. Don't get me wrong. That was very funny.
That was, you know what? That might have been one of my favorite. My favorite character is Mount Doom. Okay. What about you? It had comedic timing, like I've never seen.
My favorite, I would probably go with the Nazgûls because they tried to kill the Harfoots.
That is a strong argument. They ended up killing the only one that I could deal with, so.
Who still really wanted to leave people behind.
Yeah, but he was actually like the only like competent one, and so now there's nothing but incompetence.
Well, I mean that's true. I have to admit, I am surprised that the fat one didn't go with her at the end. So they could continue their, not Frodo Sam story.
Yeah, it was weird.
They subverted my expectations.
Yeah. They could have been subverted my expectations further and just all ate it.
I mean, that would have been preferable.
And the only one that lived was the best one. That would have been better.
Yes.
Yeah. But they had to kill the black man leader. So it's okay.
Yeah.
By the end there, is Isildur still there somewhere? Is he captured by orcs? Like,
no one knows.
He's in trouble. We're gonna have to see what happens there.
No, he's not.
Chronologically, Elendil should be founding Arnor in the west, if I'm not mistaken.
No, time does not exist in this show.
No, I mean, because you want to go technical, the Rings of Power wouldn't exist. Yeah. Because like the rings are being formed in the course of 50 years, I believe, something like that.
You can't talk about time in this show. I can't argue time because there is so much shit that does not work.
Or the fact that we see the Undying Lands were like closed off when they shouldn't be at this point in time. But whatever.
Time can't exist because it doesn't work. Like we're talking about a show that's so broken that time can't exist in order for the things that happen in the show that are
Yeah.
currently happening.
Yeah, because I mean,
That's like
they specifically state that Numenor has no colonies in Earth, and yet they sail to an old Numenorian post. It's like, wait, you there were that you've never formed a colony? What? The show's bad.
it's no bueno, guys. I don't know what to tell you. It's no
Yeah.
Taken. And Isildur should be found in Gondor in
Stop.
the southeast,
No.
where we obviously know it to be. We already know that many of the people from the Southlands went to the like Peligir, the river Peligir for the to set up like a sort of survivor camp, like a refugee camp. That is probably where I think Isildur is going to end up. Didn't the same thing happen with Aragorn? Yeah. Isildur founded Gondor. If I remember correctly, I haven't read the Silmarillion in a long time. He ended up very quickly taking control of it. His father did. I thought Isildur founded Arnor. Hold on a second. Elendil was welcomed to Eredor by the Elven King Gil-galad.
Think so.
He founded the kingdom of Arnor, building the city of Anuminas as its capital. That is one I'd love to actually hear pronounced. So yeah, no, I was
Literally Google it. Tolkien's dead. I hope you're aware that Tolkien's dead. Okay, he can't tell you how to pronounce it correctly, so there's other people that can do that at the moment.
Oh my god, Pod Racing Palpatine.
Oh god. No, I want Taco Bell. Damn it, Palpy. Why? This happened to us last time we started talking about tacos.
This is true.
Josh, it's happening again.
And yeah, Chris. Yeah, Isildur didn't go to Gondor. He founded it. So yeah, he didn't go to the place.
Technically go there to found it?
True, but he didn't go there to recover from his injuries because it didn't exist.
I know, I'm joking. That's what I'm saying is, well, if he founded it, technically, didn't he go there? I'm being an idiot. It's fine. No.
I know. But I could be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure Gondor didn't get founded until after the fall of Sauron. I could be wrong on that.
Google it.
My computer's already throwing a temper tantrum at me, though.
The things I do. All right. How do you spell it? Gondor. Founded. There we go.
Okay.
Two kingdoms of Dúnedain. Gondor survived till the end of the Third Age and had an instrumental war in the War of the Ring. So that kind of sounds like it existed before, right? Am I misreading that? Oh my god, it's the thing with the white tree. I know you.
Yes, that's.
And I didn't watch Return of the King, okay? Don't cancel me. I've never claimed to know all this shit. I know, it's the white tree place.
Oh my god, ads.
No, not ads.
Okay, I am wrong on that. Yeah, Gondor was around before uh, the fall before the Sauron's fall.
Okay. Okay.
I was Arendelle founded Arnor. Isildur and Anarion were carried to the south, arriving all. Okay, so Anarion seems to be gender swapped in the show, so we'll see whether or not his sister ends up helping him found Gondor. Doesn't seem likely though. Isildur and Anarion were carried to the south, arriving at the mouths of the Anduin. They ascended the Great River and founded the realm of Gondor, while the exiles were establishing their realms in exile and the south and 3320. However, Sauron had also escaped and reestablished Dark Mordor. Cool, yeah. So that probably works out for season 2 then. It seems pretty likely we might see the founding of Arnor and Gondor in season 2. So that should be pretty
From
neat.
that twerp of a kid?
That'll definitely be pretty neat. What else do I predict is going to happen? The 16 lesser rings have to be made. Unless they've already been made, which some people have theorized that like this show is a massive mystery and that like Anatar.
Okay. I love that he's just completely glossing over the fact that the 3 elven rings were forged first when they were the last ones made.
Yeah. Even I knew that. That's why whenever I saw them getting made, I was just like, wait a second. Hold on.
And the whole reason the 3 elven rings didn't have any weren't affected by the One Ring was because Sauron wasn't involved to pour his cruelty, his malice into them so that they would be under his control of the One Ring. They were made completely outside of it.
Yeah.
So the other rings he had a hand in, which is why they were which is why they were could be affected by the One Ring. Mm-hmm. But the fact that you had Sauron urge them to create these rings does not work at all with the story. He can't know about them. Otherwise, he could account for them in how they are made.
Yeah. It's a big dump. It's a big dump.
Yeah.
Anatar is a form Sauron's been taking and fucking with the elves behind the scenes with. I don't think that's the case. It seems like the disarm us from, like, knowledge that,
this Sauron clearly doesn't shapeshift.
No.
Hey, Lady Mist.
Hey, Lady Mist, how goes things? Hope things are good.
Most for casual fans, because when Halbrand walked into the fucking foundry, or walked into the workshop of Celebrimbor, I knew it right away. That was when it was 100%.
Really? I figured that out before.
How could you not tell before that point?
Yeah.
Confirmed for me. When that motherfucker walked into Celebrimbor's workshop, I was like, that's Sauron. And when he said, consider it a gift, I was like, the Lord of Gifts. There he is, the Lord of Gifts in the flesh. So, there's a lot that's got to happen.
But he didn't give him gifts.
Somehow, yeah. Elendil is not going to be a petty ship captain by the end of things. I'm just trying to think of what they'll do in season 2.
Oh, an excellent idea. What could they possibly do in season 2?
maybe actually tell a story.
I want plot,
Yeah,
please.
yeah.
That'd be nice. Be really nice, actually. So I can, have something to hold on to.
And Padres and Palpatine, I know Elrond and Celebrimbor are about the same age. Yeah.
Mm. Oh, and hi, Lady Miss.
Oh, Gandalf. I forgot. Oh my god, Gandalf.
Yeah, everyone does.
Okay,
It's fine.
Daniel Wayman as Gandalf. I'm really liking him.
Oh,
And I
because he's
am
not
on
supposed to be
I
there.
am on team he's Gandalf. He is
Yeah, because he
so
is.
fucking
He's-
obviously Gandalf. From
Yeah,
the
obvious. Yeah.
way
Even
that
though
he
he
is
shouldn't be
imitating
around.
Ian McKellen's mannerisms playing Gandalf to
No, well, he tried to copy Ian McKellen. I wouldn't.
Yes.
Don't put Sir Ian McKellen anywhere near being associated with this. Okay. Okay.
And
Um,
the and again, ignoring the fact that not Gandalf because he can't be Gandalf, even though he's clearly Gandalf, should not be around for another 1,500 years or so.
yeah.
I mean, the wizards should not be there, and they lead into it like a massive plot hole because you had the Nas girls following him, thinking he was Sauron, even though they already knew Sauron was in Middle Earth. So why they think Meteor Guy was Sauron? It makes no sense.
Like I said, when time cannot exist in a normal state
Mm-hmm.
because your show is so broken that in order for the events that are unfolding to happen,
Yeah.
they cannot that time cannot be an entity to exist. Um, Basically, everything after that is just icing on the cake because that proves that your show is so fundamentally broken that anything else wrong with it is minor in comparison. Now, I've seen a lot of shit things. And I have enjoyed a lot of shit things. Um,
Sure.
because bad movies are hilarious when done correctly. Um, so that they're so bad that they're good. But this show does it worse than almost any other show. So I don't blame people when they say that it's the worst show because from like an objective standpoint, I don't really know how you could argue that it's not. Time fundamentally cannot exist in this.
No,
So
I can't.
So we don't even have a time can't exist. That we are so past the point of anything else being like it literally cannot be a good show at that point. It just can't. There's no way. There's no way it could be good because it's so broken. It just can't. So I don't even and that's why I was saying I have no idea what could happen in season 2. Why? Because I have no idea what the fuck is going on right now in this show. Not really. Like I can tell you what happens in the show, but if I stand back and I try to actually like explain to you what happens in this show, I can't.
Because it's a convoluted mess.
It's so bad that you could almost I struggle to find anything objectively like worse, right? From just the most basic storytelling aspect, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just again, time is broken. And there are clever ways of showing, things happening, but and like you have a memento, for instance, um, that literally is shot backwards. That kind of breaks the rules of storytelling a little bit, right? But it's done so well that it's forgiven.
Mm-hmm.
I can't forgive the show for anything, so I just don't. That and the fact that I had to listen to this guy prattle on and on for like 10 minutes about how music theory works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of. My brain's melting, guys.
It's starting to feel that way, yeah.
When in doubt.
Yeah, it's melty. It's really melty. Cocaine Bear,
And
save
it's
us.
not, and it's not, and it's not in the sky, and it's not just from the sky. It's also the show itself is also brain melty. I can't tell you how many different times I have tried to write my script for the review I'm working on, and then had to like just restart it because wait, that didn't actually happen. That's my inferring on things because my brain desperately wants to fill in the gap.
Yeah.
The story is just that broken.
Yeah. Exactly.
To like just the way that it works better for it to be Gandalf, hanging out with these Harfoots, because well, they could still roll with him being a blue wizard. That is still something they could do.
I don't even know if they
And
know
it
what
would
that
work
is.
considering the fact that Gandalf has not been to Rune, out to the east, and they're sending in this story, they're sending this Gandalf out to Rune in the east, and he's arrived earlier. They could make him a blue wizard. Doesn't seem likely though. It seems very likely he's Gandalf. I automatically knew since he befriended Nori. The fact that the first life form he came into contact with was a hobbit, or a proto-hobbit, so to say, the Harfoots, definitely was a good sign from the start. Definitely a good sign.
That was a good sign?
That does not that does not necessarily mean though he's not a blue wizard. Though I will say, if he was a blue wizard, it does feel like they would have given some hint to there being another one around, right? Because there's two blue wizards. And you'd think that there'd be some hint to the idea that there's another one of him out there he needs to find.
You make it sound like these people have this whole thing planned out.
They have no idea what's fucking happening.
In the order.
They're making it up as they go.
They literally have no idea what's happening. That's why anybody trying to guess what's happening in season 2, I'm like, there's no fucking way you can guess. These people don't know how time flows. How on earth would you be able to guess what is going to happen in the show? Like how in the fuck could you do that?
Of Istari sent to Middle Earth. Saruman the White, Gandalf the Grey, Radagast the Brown, and the two blue wizards. Now they all go by different names, and they are in reality sort of angelic beings called Maiar, sent by the Valar, which are like demigod beings,
I know.
Which are subservient to Eru Iluvatar, who's like God.
Okay, there's no way no one fucking knows what you're talking about.
None of this is in the show, by the way, so you're talking to only people with Star Trek knowledge, Lord of the Rings.
Damn, really broke you.
Yeah.
Sorry, continue.
But it's none of this is stated in the show. This is out of show knowledge. It doesn't fit in the story they're telling because they have deviated so much from what Tolkien wrote down that you kind of have to judge it on its own merits. And the tellers are incompetent.
Yeah. think that's a nice way to put it too.
Oh, it's getting close to
Middle Earth
Christmas.
to fight.
Why do you think I don't have devil horns on my kitty cat?
This is true.
I'm trying to be a good Fez Cat. Right. Devil horns go on afterwards.
Evil and to generally help the free peoples of Middle Earth to fight against Sauron's forces. So yeah, 5 basically demigod angels sent to Earth in the form of like old men wizards to help out. It's pretty much their whole deal. Are
Yes.
Harfoots not hobbits?
Yay.
Anatomically, they seem like they're pretty much hobbits.
They are.
But
they're
like
totally hobbits.
they're pretty much proto hobbits. Like the vibe that I get is they're gonna like move out west to where the Shire is.
Okay, I can't imagine like us going from a Neanderthal to a fucking human being in 1,000 years. That's what you're suggesting is happening, by the way.
Yeah.
And establish the Shire, and become less of like a traveling race and more of like a like a sedentary, homely,
They could all just fucking die.
hobbit people, right? Anyway, Daniel Wayman, who is playing the Stranger, aka who I believe to be Gandalf, amazing. All right,
How?
I don't know if I've ever said this before. Gandalf is my favorite character, period, in all of Middle Earth. In all of Tolkien's Legendarium, Gandalf is my favorite.
Interesting.
Okay.
I really couldn't tell you why. I mean, I could, but I'd be going on for too long.
Because Gandalf's a cool character.
Yeah, it's like, do I really need to explain to everyone why Darth Vader is my favorite villain in Star Wars? No. Okay, I get it. I understand.
He is simply just my favorite.
Okay.
That is just how it is.
Okay.
That's fine.
And Ian McKellen's portrayal, to me, is fucking flawless
Yes.
and unbeatable.
Yeah.
Yes.
So far, though, Daniel
No.
Wayman's portrayal is very respectful. It feels like a love letter to
Does
Ian
it?
McKellen's portrayal of the character.
What?
No. They kind of made him a weirdo.
Citation needed, sir.
I don't blame the actor for it, but they definitely made him a weirdo.
It's hard to. It's really hard to put any blame on these actors because they don't have much to work with.
Yeah.
Because these scripts have been trash.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
I specifically went back and rewatched the scenes with him already from the finale to see like how Gandalf-like he is, and he really does. Like there's scenes where Nori says something to him, and he realizes something, and he copies Ian McKellen's facial.
Yeah,
like
because that's
you know
what
how
they
Ian-
were directed
so
to do.
when Gandalf will learn something, he'll sort of
Yes.
do this little eye twitch type thing, as his
Yeah.
mouth widens a little bit. He mimics that
I
several
know.
times, mimics the mannerisms, the ways of
It's-
speaking, repeats lines from Gandalf.
Because it's
I
Gandalf.
really liked it. I really like his portrayal. And
He repeats
frankly,
lines from Gandalf so
I'm really,
that
really
idiots like you will fall for it and you're like,
Okay, oh my
remember
God.
that?
Remember? I remember. Don't you remember, Josh? Because I remember.
I do remember. I also remember context for the. You can't just take them out of Fellowship of the Ring or Return of the King and
Return
just
of the Jedi.
and just put them in Rings of Power and have it work because those lines are taken completely out of context. They don't work otherwise. It just feels like idiots trying to go, hey, remember when Gandalf said this? You liked that, right? Let's just put that line and put it here. It'll work.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine, Josh. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
We got 6 minutes left, by the way. That's how much babbling he's been doing.
It's been pretty brutal.
Yeah, I know.
Excited to see where they go with this character in the future. I'm excited to see a
Good.
more Gandalf.
Why?
I'm glad you're fucking excited because I'm demoralized.
That's a fair assessment. Yeah.
It's so subtle, but so good. It's very subtle.
Oh my god, that person is trolling. It is not fucking subtle. I feel like I'm being beaten over the head with it, okay? Hey guys, you remember Thing? Because Thing, you like Thing. Thing is good. Clap for Thing. I don't like being treated like I'm 5 years old.
Yeah.
Which is good, because if it was too on the nose, then it would feel
It was
desperate.
too on the nose.
You know?
Was.
He shouldn't just be the Gandalf we know and love.
Well, he wasn't.
What? It was subtle. I'm so... What?
Oh, did that break you? Someone in the chat saying that it was subtle, and him agreeing with it.
That final scene when he just flat out quotes Gandalf. It's like, that's not subtle. It's a clear reference. Because they think the audience is stupid.
The moth, Josh.
Yeah.
Remember moth? Moth. Subtle like a sledgehammer? Yeah.
Boom. He's him. He's got a long journey to go on. He's got thousands of years ahead of him before...
Yeah, before he's even supposed to be there.
Exactly. You took my joke. You stole my joke.
This was right there. We were playing fucking Slackjack. I got to the jack first, but it was right there. We both got it. Oh my god. Also, I'm going to do a product placement because it's going to be more entertaining than fucking anything else that's happening at the moment. When you're sick, drink tropical Sprite. There we go. There's my product placement for the stream.
Okay.
Are you more enlightened now, Josh?
I am.
You feel more enlightened? Good. Now, citrus always helps me whenever I'm sick. So, tropical Sprite's like a double thing. I thought it was going to be gross, but it's actually pretty good. Aha. Expectations subverted. All right, back to this fucko.
He's going to be meeting Bilbo or Frodo in the Shire and sending them off on their grand adventures. All that said,
yeah, in like 2,000 years.
If you're a Tolkien purist who feels as though any adaptation of Tolkien's content to the screen that is not 100% faithful is thus bad, you might not like it.
Okay. Well, if those people wouldn't have liked Lord of the Rings either, you dumb fuck.
Exactly. Yeah. The fact, how about the people who just want to see the works that they love on screen and are okay with minor tweaks and changes as long as the soul of it is still there? Because that's what Peter Jackson was able to do.
Yeah, like
Rings of Power is hot garbage because it's horribly written and the timeline is broken beyond repair.
Like, literally, time doesn't exist. It can't. There's no fucking way.
Yeah.
But here, I actually, I had this pointed out to me. So something I really like is, I like the whole everything about Helm's Deep and the Two Towers. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but something I really enjoy are the elves showing up.
Which does not
And
happen. But yes.
yeah, I found out through Loki that apparently the elves don't show up in the books, and I'm like, but that's so obvious. Why would that not happen? Like they've talked about the trust between man and elf is broken because they both did stupid shit, to be honest with each other. And so the
Mm-hmm.
elves decided to be the bigger person and lend a helping hand in the time of need for the humans, right? And ended up making the ultimate sacrifice in that battle. That makes perfect sense to me. That's a perfect way to mend the relations between the races, right? So for that not to happen in the books is kind of mind blowing, right? And
It was
that's a
more.
good change. You know
It
what I
is a
mean?
good change, but it was a more of a logistical issue. Like the elves were too far away to get there in time for the battle.
I understand, but it's still like one of those like that. That's totally fine and reasonable, and I'm sure that it was explained why they weren't there, right? It's not like they just literally didn't show up. But I liked the idea of that happening.
Yeah.
Um,
No, I think that is a fine change.
yeah, and they all die, so it's not like you have any, and they kind of had to die if they were going to make that change, right? Because they didn't show
Yes.
up to be addressed. So, um, that's fine. That's the kind of changes Tolkien fans are looking for as far as the Rings of Power. They're not looking for such drastic changes that it's unrecognizable.
Mm-hmm.
Silly.
Yeah, like I mean, like the Peter Jackson films basically cut Farmer Maggot entirely when he was kind of supportive of the hobbits on their journey. Like he kind of helped them get out of the Shire. Um, he's just completely cut. There's a changes like that. They're fine because it's like he doesn't add that much to the overall story, and you're also taking 3 books that take 80 hours or so to read and get down to 12 hours in total.
Well, I mean, if you cut
That's
out
a
all the
that's
walking
a
for the most part, like,
true, but even then,
yeah, they're hefty books. I have them behind me, actually. Even the
I mean,
small little pocket sizes are like, that ain't fitting in my pocket. I don't know
yeah,
what you mean. Like,
yeah.
there's no way.
I mean, there's also like from when Frodo first got the ring to when Gandalf like returns. Hey, that's the one ring of power. You need to leave. That's like 12 years between
No
them.
fucking way, really?
Yes.
Huh.
Gandalf
Kind
did
of
not
like that it was
immediately
quicker.
recognize that it was uh, the One Ring. He thought it was one of the rings of power, and that's when he traveled all the way to Minas Tirith to do research. Is like, is that what I think it is?
Yeah. By
Oh
the end of it.
shit! And then had to travel
Oh.
back.
Yeah. Traveling's a pain in the
Thank you.
ass.
Oh yeah, thank you, Rainbow. It was 17 years. 17 years from when Bilbo left Frodo the Ring to when Gandalf informed him of what it was.
That's funny.
And then that also when Gandalf says you need to leave, Meet me at the Prancing Pony. Frodo does the Shire for like another 8 months because he like had to make things final. He like set up an alibi for where he was going to be, and he doesn't leave immediately.
Interesting.
These are changes that they work in a book setting. They don't make for the most action-oriented scenes in a movie.
Yeah, you don't want Birdemic, where they literally show you a man driving from a restaurant, stopping and getting gas, driving all the way to work, parking
Every
his
moment
car, and going
of
to
work.
You know, we gotta watch that.
With the most gripping music ever composed playing for your opening title sequence. Da, 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 da.
You know,
Just
when
put that
Arwen's
on a
able to
loop.
come back, we gotta watch Birdemic with her.
We do.
We need to do that. Alright. We're almost there, Josh.
Like
5
it.
minutes left.
You might get triggered by changes they make, which in my opinion are quite small and inconsequential.
No.
You're a moron,
Christ,
then.
you just broke it. You just fucking broke it. Oh god.
Oh my god. No.
You're not a Tolkien fan. I refuse. There's no fucking way
these
you're
changes
a Tolkien fan.
these changes are stupid.
Time is broken,
They
sir.
break things.
Time broke. What do you mean?
You know, they have Gandalf. You know, that's a relatively minor change. The Wiz in Middle Earth with the Battle of the Five Armies. That's weren't around at that point. So having Gandalf there is it fundamentally changes the story to have the wizards around before the final battle. It's I can't stress what a game changer that would be to have the five wizards on the side of the heroes.
Hey Josh, you know the American Revolutionary War, right? Can you imagine if they had nuclear bombs?
That would be a bit of a game changer if George Washington had nukes.
Yeah, that wouldn't
Cornwallis
have been a minor
Cornwallis
change
probably wouldn't have had a chance. Cornwallis probably wouldn't have put up much of a fight if the colonials had the bomb.
Yeah, so that's kind of the comparison.
Or hell,
you got
how about not even
you don't
even need to go to that far extreme. Just airplanes.
Oh my god. Can you imagine they had B-52s?
Airplanes.
How about this? B-52s. Fucking George Washington had B-52s. Okay, B-52s and fighter jets. There we go. That's equivalent to the wizards, right?
Yeah.
I think that would have changed things up a little bit. So, just food for thought.
You might get pissed off by it, but at the end of the day, every change they made from Tolkien's Legendarium, for me, and in my...
What if I don't give a shit about you? Sorry, just making a point.
My opinion, improved the story.
Oh my god. I have no words. I have no words.
I'm a
That
terrorist. Holy shit.
I,
Oh my god.
I
I kind of just want to end it there. I don't think he can top that. I'm dead serious, Josh. I don't think he can top that. Uh, uh, no.
what?
Just
If,
just that was. I don't think I've laughed that hard like at all week. That was funny. That was some funny shit. Holy hell. That made my nose run though. Fuck me. It cleared out my sinuses. Oh. Oh, that sent me. Oh my god, that fucking sent me to space. Holy shit. Oh. Oh, I feel like you know, that was like the most plot twist thing that's ever happened on this show, I think.
I'm I'm sending you something here.
You're sending me something?
There.
Nice.
That perfectly sums up everything.
Is it a meme? Oh, there we go. What? Let me see. Yeah, I love this meme.
Yeah.
Any idiotic things I've ever heard. At no point. Really
What, you're not gonna share it?
Oh, I have the thingy out, and I didn't want to get caught right there. Fine. Fine. You could share it, but fine, I'll share it, you fuck. The things I do, Josh. The things I do. Won't share your own shit. Making me share shit.
That's true. It's true. I could have done it. I'm sorry.
What the fuck, Josh? This is why you don't get paid.
Oh.
This is why it's not that I don't get paid really either. It's because you don't get paid. That's why we don't pay you here. Okay. There we go. We're doing things.
There we go. This sums up everything
What you
I just
just
heard.
said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
Amen.
Everyone in this
Preacher,
room
brother.
is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
It's I mean, that may have been the dumbest thing we've ever heard someone say on this show, and that's saying something.
Yeah, broke the Lord. Yeah, none of it really makes sense. But I think it makes it better. What a take. Share the meme. Fuck you, Ram Bam. Don't tell me what to do with my show.
We just did. We just did.
We just did. Ah. That was truly awful. Do you want to continue, or I mean, I don't even know if we should. I mean, I really don't know if we're gonna get anything better than that. I'm kind of just.
I'm fine leaving it there. That
Yeah, you know what?
him
That was
saying
it.
that, and then the meme response, I think, is a perfect way to end that, because
Right. I'm exiting out.
that was truly the dumbest take possible.
I didn't think that level of dumb was available on this planet. So I really didn't. I had a little bit more faith in humanity at this point.
Yeah.
We finally did it. Holy shit, we finally found someone that was so fucking awful that y'all are looking for. You know what? I figured it out. We did it. You know what? I am so proud of myself that I have managed to, like, Stockholm Syndrome, y'all. Look at how much worse it could be. My main content was so much worse that the meme at the end is the beautiful. That is, you know what? That's a work of art in and of itself. I'm kind of proud of us, Josh.
Yay.
What about you? Are you proud of us?
I was just reading the chat here. Ram Bam saying the dude isn't even smart enough to be in Hufflepuff.
Oh, man. Damn. That was just mean. Oh, do you want to watch the Cocaine Bear trailer, or do you want to read the stuff?
Let's end with the Cocaine Bear trailer.
Okay. All right, we got 9, 10, and 11. They're all short.
Okay.
Oh no, we have two halvesies.
Oh.
2.5 and 6.5. Yay. Okay, I'm going to put those in different tabs. Well, actually, let me just double check and make sure that. No, it's the same. Okay, so same. I'm double checking on something.
Wait, so we have two have books?
Yeah, they're in-betweeners.
Oh, okay. So, like, side stories in the Shifter books.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So I actually clicked on them, and they're the exact same thing. Sometimes they're a little different. Okay. So we're going to read those. All right. So 6.5 is tiny. Okay, 2.5 is tiny. Okay, so it's not really.
All right, so how many?
Okay, so there's going to be 5.
Okay.
The 9 is the longest. So I'm thinking you take 9, because I did the longer one last time. I'll take
Okay.
you take 9, I'll take 10 and 11, and then we'll split 2.5 and 6.5. And I'm going to give you 2.5 for reasons, and I'm going to do 6.5 because it has a chick on the cover. And this is the first time there's a chick on the cover, and I feel like I need to represent my people.
Okay.
What were they? Shifter short stories? No. These are literally books. You can buy the books. Okay, they're not short stories. They are books. Okay? It's a book
But they're
series. Filler. Oh, you're talking about the Hazies. I don't know why you're expecting some kind of fucking explanation that makes any kind of sense with these, but
what if they shift into being short people? Like munchkins.
Holidays with the romance chicks? What is this little thing on the...
Don't get distracted.
Oh my god, they're fucking holiday... They're holiday filler stories.
Oh my god.
One has a pumpkin and the other one has hearts. Apparently, fuck you, Christmas. Okay, so before
Is
this
that
happens...
hold on. Is this what our crib will be? Just us reading Christmas versions of these things? Just reading synopsis of Christmas stories, shifter stories?
I can try to find that at some point. I'm gonna need to go to the bathroom because I've been having to drink a lot of fluids lately. So give me a memento.
How dare you?
Or do you want me to give you the one that you're gonna have to do? And then you can comment on it?
Yeah, why don't you do that? That way I have something to work with.
Okay, alright. Hold on. Okay, alright. Here we go. Let me share. Then I'm gonna go.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh my god. All right. Well, it's one of the better terribly photoshopped dragons that we've had on this show. It's still clearly just an image that they just slapped on, but at least there's stick contouring it. Man, these stupid these are just so bad. This guy might be naturally toned though. I don't think we've had any steroids or severe dehydration. This guy actually might be 100% natural. So there's that. So these are healthy muscles, possibly. He's again. He has the terrible facial hair, which I think is a requirement for male models now. Very, very soy beard. Yes, Chris, these covers do suck. They all suck. Like I said, I think there's at least a hint at attempting to have the contours done, as opposed to some of the others we've had.
I'm technically back, but I'm making nachos, so give me a minute.
Oh.
Don't ask how I went from needing to go to the bathroom to wanting nachos. It just popped in my head, and now I require it, so don't judge me.
Okay. Yes, Chris. I think the abs are airbrushed, but I think the muscles are natural, which is a step up from what we've had with most of these guys. Damn it, Eris! Now I want nachos. Man, I haven't eaten yet, so I am getting pretty hungry. I want Taco Bell. My wife and I we're going to be getting our tree after the show's over, and I am going to make a detour to Taco Bell. So there's that. Yeah. This a dragon shifter and curvy. Okay, just more of this nonsense. And that's weird. I can hear my wife listening to the stream in the next room over. I can hear myself on the TV. It's bizarre. I don't know what more to say because
Becky, join us. We have nachos.
No, you have nachos. You have nachos. But yes, why don't you come in here and we can talk about this real quick? Because I'm hungry and I'm not thinking clearly right now. Come on. I know you're right next door. Where is she there? It's weird. She would have responded by now if she's actually watching. She might have put it on. Is not actually doing anything.
I'm doing such a good job at doing content at the moment that Loki was confused how whether or not I was alive. Guys, I did it. I'm doing such a good job.
Yay.
So.
You did it.
All right. Let's do this thing.
Okay. And I'm doing this one?
Yes. You'll be doing
okay.
This one.
All right. Yeah, Ram Bam. I think Eris scared off Mrs. Josh.
Oh no. I don't even have my horns. All right, I'm a good cat. Good Fez Cat.
But yeah, again, I scared off
Mrs. Project Storytime, broke Chris, and confused Loki all in one stream. I am on a roll.
Again, I can hear the stream on in the background, but she may not actually be watching it. She might just have it on the background.
Yes, watch time. Somebody finally listens to me talking about watch time.
Yes.
Yay. All right, let's do this game.
So does this one have an excerpt or?
Yes,
okay.
Free preview. That's why I have it like this. I'll change it once I'll change the size once we get to the free preview of chapter 1. So.
Okay. All right. And again, how many do we have? We have 5 in total to do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Slay Me, a Dragon Shifter and Curvy Girl Romance. Book 9. He lost time ago, and now she's back, and wants to find him a new mate. Match is a most powerful. His name is Match.
Oh my god, they have a dragon named Match. That's not... You gotta be kidding me. That's not real.
Okay. Match is the most...
Match is the most powerful warrior of his day, and he's one cranky son of a dragon. Okay. His true love has been in hell and doesn't remember him. Now she's back and wants to find him a new mate so they can save the world? Question mark. All right. He'll have to find a way to get her to fall in love with him once again. This was on Buffy. Okay.
Oh
All right,
no.
whatever. You
You're
just stole this idea from Buffy.
Holy crap, you're actually
All right.
right.
Mm-hmm. He'll have to find a way to get her to fall in love with him once again, which would be a whole lot easier if the dark forces of evil weren't trying to steal both of their souls. Well,
Those damn dark forces of evil. Always trying to steal souls and shit.
yeah.
Why? Why are they so important?
Read the grand finale in the I thought there were more books though after this.
There are. Okay. Josh?
Yeah.
There are.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, it's a year one, like Batman year one.
Oh, okay.
Oh god, they knew 52, the Dragon Shifter series.
When's the Dragon Shifter rebirth?
Dude, I'll give it to them. Like, this is the most creative, just stupid shit I've seen yet. I've thoroughly, actually, I might recommend this book. Like, go onto Amazon and actually, like, leave a review and, like, recommend it. And be like, do it. It's hilarious. Best comedy book series I've ever read.
Read the grand finale in the Dragon's Love Curves series today for action adventure, romance, and happy ever afters for curvy girls and their dragon shifters. Here's a free preview of chapter 1 for you. Yay. Ah.
I know I'm resizing it for you so that it's easier
no,
for you.
The screen is shifting. Oh.
Huh?
The screen is shifting.
Oh my god, the screen is a shifter.
Oh my goodness.
This is one paragraph.
Oh my god.
All right, I'm going to cut it off right there. We'll just scroll.
Could you maybe bring it out just a little bit more?
Oh, but yeah, my eyes started hurting too. Fair enough.
Yeah. And your icon's in the way.
I know. I am aware. Oh, how about this?
Okay.
Does this make it easier to read? Is this better?
Over.
Fuck.
All right. Oh my god, this is all one paragraph. At least there's multiple sentences. At least it's like I assume properly punctuated.
Don't fucking assume that. There was
That's
no
true.
editor involved.
That
and
is
then,
true.
Remember, you have more. This isn't just like there's
Yeah.
more after this.
I know. All right.
100 deaths would not appease the anger in Match's heart.
I can't get over that that's the name of a character in a story. Match. That's just so That's so dumb.
No.
He wore that anger like armor and used it to fuel his battle lust. He could kill 1,000 more demon He could kill 1,000 more demon worms and just be getting warmed up. The darkness in his own soul, the taint every red was just enough to keep him from any remorse over the death these pawns of the Black Dragon and the Queen of Hell suffered. Tonight, he was on the hunt. And please mute, because you're making me even hungrier with all the crunching of nacho chips.
No, I'm crunching, and I'm crunching really close to the mic. I've been slowly getting closer too. Can you tell?
I could tell.
I'm right up on the mic.
Oh
Can
my
you
goodness.
Fine.
ASMR.
Fine. You know what? Fine. I'll mute.
I'm
mute, and you won't have any way to escape from what you're reading.
I am disappointed that my joke did not get a laugh.
No, it doesn't get a laugh.
ASMR, come on.
Ha.
All right. There we go. I am not above pity laughter.
I will be nice. I'm gonna mute. I actually really didn't know. I was trying to see if I could do as quiet as I possibly could. Erismer? Erismer.
Yeah, ASMR.
No, because my icon wasn't showing that I was talking. So I assumed no one could hear me. So
Picking it up.
Mute, sorry. Genuinely, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
All right. Tonight he was on the hunt, not because eviscerating the enemy would get him any closer to his goal, but because he needed to do something, anything besides sit on his ass in his lair. He'd had enough of healing. he's tired of healing. He doesn't want to get better now. He'd had enough of healing. If one more of Zelny's green dragon... Oh, dear God. These stupid names. If one more of Zelny's green dragons play nursemaid to him, he was going to burn them to ashes instead of simply biting off their heads, as he had done doing for the last month. Because it matters how he kills them, I guess.
Yeah.
Thank you for the biting commentary. You see what I did there? Biting? Whatever.
You're welcome. I definitely don't have a mouthful of nuts.
Yay. Which was exactly why he'd snuck out of his own home in the dead of night to slash his way through any demon worms he could find in the shadow. He was the alpha of alphas, for dragon's sake. This was the time for action, not strategy and planning. Not that his actions had gotten him anywhere except stabbed in the heart, taken on a wild goose chase, and poisoned.
Hold on. No, hold on. Okay, I'm taking it. I've literally been stuffing my face. This is like the first real food I have had basically all week. I've been on a chicken noodle soup diet all week. Sorry, my appetite came back, and anyway. Yeah, y'all don't give a shit about any of that. All right, so hold on. He's the alpha of all alphans, and yet he's like died 8 times apparently.
I can't. And then he's tired of people attacking, so he was going to burn them instead of biting off their heads. What's it matter? They're dead either way.
One he eats, one he burns. There is a difference. Does he have a full stomach?
I mean, couldn't you? What's stopping him from burning them and then eating them? Making yourself some barbecue.
Maybe in dragon form, he only likes raw things.
But human is
Like-
supposed to taste like pork, so if he's
Yeah, but-
killing them in their human form.
Okay, but like imagine like let's just take something normal like a werewolf, right? So when you're in werewolf
Okay.
form, you eat meat raw, right? But when you're in human form, you can eat like normal food, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
maybe he can't. Maybe he likes to, when he's in dragon form, just like eating people raw, because animals have a tendency not to like their meat cooked, which is how they are.
Well, my dog doesn't care either way.
In the wild, I guess I should have mentioned.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I if I had to pick, yeah, I would have done biting the head off.
Yeah. I mean, I prefer, at a nice old age, surrounded by family, but, if I had to
if
pick,
those are your only two options, getting your head
Yeah.
bitten off is the clear option. Yeah.
yes, it would be so much quicker.
Unless like you're a Targaryen and you are impervious to fire, and then like you don't get around two. Hey, I picked one and it fucked up. You let me go. That's how that works.
Well,
No question
when you say Targaryen, do you mean in terms of the show or in the books?
All right, I have only watched the shows.
Okay, because in the books they're not immune to fire; they just have an incredibly high heat resistance, but they're not immune to fire like they've shown them to be.
Yeah, well, I guess it's a lot easier from like a cinematic standpoint to like
It
have
is.
the explained as being immune rather than. I mean, I could probably like get right up in a volcano, but if I jump in, I'm fucked. Like trying to explain that visually is a lot more difficult than explaining it through words in a book.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I understand that change. It's a simple change. Literally just have one of your Targaryen people get on fire and it doesn't do anything to them. And okay. Well, some Targaryens are fireproof, I guess. It's like you not being Pappy, you should have put points into resist lightning. I know, it seemed silly at the time. You were like, I'm in space, bitches. What the fuck is lightning resistance going to do with me? But then you died from it. So.
Yeah.
Third time's the charm, Pappy. Stop force lightning yourself to death.
Well, you can't convince me that Ray's not possessed at the end of the movie.
Oh yeah, no, Palpatine obviously wins.
He clearly did.
Cool yeah, I'm cool with that. Palpatine finally took him to W. It took him 9 movies, but he did it.
Hey.
You didn't get to see Emilia Clarke's butt. Well, you're assuming that's her butt.
I'm pretty sure she didn't have a body double in the early seasons.
Okay.
She was she didn't have a name, so she was a no name in season 1.
That is an easy way to get your name out there.
It is.
Advice,
really is.
YouTube advice for the day. If you want to make a name for yourself, get naked and have as many cameras on you when you do it.
And I will also ignore the fact that in the book,
she's like fucking 13 or something. Yeah.
She was 13 when all this happened.
Yeah.
So
we don't talk about that.
It makes it a little more uncomfortable.
Yeah. I swear I never. Well, yeah, because she's a known name at this point. That's why.
Yes, she now has a name. So yes, that's not uncommon.
She has the option. So generally speaking, if you don't have a name in Hollywood, you don't have power. So you don't really get to say no, and you don't get to make stipulations like that. But once you do, you can. That's why you'll see a lot of people, like women particularly, earlier work will have that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Hell, when I watched a little bit of NYPD Blues, I saw David Caruso's butt. I didn't need to see that. I didn't want to see that, but I did. But you never saw his butt in CSI Miami. So
I remember when they made a big deal about that, actually.
I was very unhappy with seeing his butt because I was like, why on earth did you make me look at that? So I learned since then that if there is anyone that I do not wish to or have the chance to not see naked, right, on screen, when it looks like they're going to, I turn away. That's what happened with Matt Smith. Because I was like, I do not need to see the 11th Doctor fucking turning around.
Since he left Doctor Who, he's just putting his ass out there all the time.
Yeah, he did the reverse thing that you see women do. It's kind of funny in a way. You're like, all right, sure, that's Matt Smith, go. I mean, no offense to him, but he really doesn't have a face to look at. So I guess he's like, well, check out everything else, I guess.
I mean, and even Matt Smith himself is. I remember seeing an interview where he said that he has a face with elbows.
Yeah, I mean, my man, like if he played Maleficent, he wouldn't have had to have prosthetics like Angelina Jolie did. Okay, like he has insane cheekbones. He does not have the face shape to pull it off, though. If he had the face shape to pull it off, he would have been like.
I mean, because I remember when the Doctor regenerated from David Tennant to Matt Smith. I remember going, "That's a face."
It's the charisma was like, but the charisma won everyone over because Matt Smith. He did not. He put all his points in charisma.
The energy and charisma he brought to the role is what won people over. But just visually going from David Tennant to Matt Smith is like, ooh, that's rough.
I did appreciate the self-deprecating joke of, "Oh my god, I'm a girl." That was funny.
Man, it's like
you're welcome, Chris. I'm really just fucking your day up. So anyway, we got fucking distracted.
Yes.
Where were you? It's just
I was like I was on the second to last line, so you might as well scroll up now.
Okay. All right, so I'll mute again because I'm not done with my nut yet.
Man, I'm so hungry right now. All right. Taking on a wild goose, chasing poisoned. All right. Match beat his wings hard and soaring through the night sky, searched the land with the enhanced vision of his dragon. The little bastards knew better than to come too close. The red dragon stronghold. Bravo, guys. Bravo. The little bastards knew better than to come too close the red dragon stronghold, but they were definitely nearby. How they'd gotten here, he didn't know, unless his subterranean tunnels had been discovered. It wasn't exactly... And Eris just kicked herself. Okay. And she was sharing it, so I can't continue. Oh. I know, Rambam. Proofread. Just desperately need a proofread. Oh, I know. Hold on. I pulled it up on the other tab so I can continue reading it while we wait for error. There you are.
So my internet, like on my computer, it We have a Wi-Fi extender, and apparently it switched to that at some point without my knowledge, and that isn't connected to the internet at the moment. So I have been scrambling trying to figure out what the hell happened.
Okay. It's all right.
I was very like, what? No. Okay, I have it back. I'm sorry.
I actually paused it on my other tab, so I was actually just about to start reading it from there. Hello? Hello? Is Aria still there? Am I still alive? I'm now confused. Okay, there she goes again. All right, well, I pulled it up on my other tab. So here we go. I'm just going to keep reading until she gets back. All right.
How'd they gotten here, he didn't know, unless his subterranean tunnels had been discovered. There wasn't exactly a whole lot of volcanic activity in southern Poland. No volcanoes, no access to hell.
Wait. Volcanoes are portals to hell now? Okay. Wait. Lady Miss, no sound? Really?
It's being mean.
Oh, you're back. Okay. Hi.
It's being mean to me, Josh.
It's all right.
No, I'm not muted. I wish I was muted. I was not muted. All right. No, it was not. It was me.
Well, no, as I was
Honestly,
as I was reading, Lady Miss said that there was no sound. Like, wait, but she said it was on her end.
No, okay. All right, let's try this again.
Okay, so what you missed was volcanoes are apparently how you get to hell now.
Oh. Mordor now makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
No volcanoes, no access to hell. No hell, no demons. Just the way he usually liked it. No space between any.
Between any. Oh no. Wait.
Just
What?
period dot any. Just no space. Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, did you hear the other one? The other issue. The other one? The other grammatical issue?
No, I did not. What was it?
Okay.
The little bastards knew better than to come too close the red dragon stronghold.
That's a normal sentence. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay.
Perfectly normal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any normal red dragon would hate the cold, snowy winters and the cool summer nights. Match was fond of the country his father had moved them to as a small boy. He had beautiful memories of his parents when they had been young, taking him apple picking. When
What?
he had beautiful memories of his parents when he'd been very young, taking him apple picking.
I think you're missing the word they. His parents took him when he was young. His parents took him apple picking, but that's not how this sentence is phrased at all. of his. He had beautiful memories of his parents when he'd been very young, taking him apple picking. You needed
No,
a
that's a
comma.
flawless sentence. No, flawless sentence.
You need a comma in that sentence.
No, flawless.
Okay.
Then the attack had happened, and he wanted nothing more than to leave Poland forever. Somehow, he never could. His final memories of her were here. Grab Slay Me today to continue the story and escape from the world of this dragon shifter and curvy girl romance.
This didn't even mention her. We didn't even learn her name in this one.
Doesn't matter.
It really doesn't.
Okay. All right. I forgot to eat my
my
nachos.
God!
God damn it.
Oh my
Okay,
God! Since the book was set in Poland. Oh my goodness! We have a sexy bot, and Chris already got to it. Man, he's fast.
Damn.
Wait, so because the book was set in Poland, does that mean that we can have we have little grammar Nazis? Since
Ha!
and he's the fastest mod in the West.
Okay. Sorry, I'm looking at the thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna say discount Jason Momoa, and this is the first one in color.
Oh my goodness.
Are you ready?
No, but okay. Wow.
Uh-huh.
See what you mean. Yeah, that's yeah, discount Jason Momoa.
I told you. It's discount Jason Momoa. Alright. Play Me, Shifter Trials. Oh my god, is this a new series? Technically? I guess it's technically a new series.
Okay.
Yeah. Play Me, Shifter Trials, Hero 1. This is it, by the way.
My wife is amazing.
Yes.
She heard that I hadn't eaten, and she just
Oh my
came
god,
in
that's why
and
she
gave.
wasn't answering.
She wasn't. She made me a grilled cheese sandwich.
Alright, so sweet. Alright, now it's your turn to mute and nom.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Alright, excellent. Alright, we are here, and this is all we got. This is all we got, guys. Alright. He was the second wyvern of the Blue Dragons, which meant he had been chosen above all others for his prowess, his cunning, his fighting abilities, and that one special skill all Blue Dragon warriors had, his ability to find anything. I kind of want him and Dog the Bounty Hunter to team up at some point. He was the best. Granny lost her favorite reading glasses. Help. Taika could find it. Little Tyke lost his homework for school. Taika knew exactly where it was. Missing car keys. Lost Sunnies. Doggo. Gone walkabout. Taika was the one everyone called. He could find anything except his one true mate.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Becky is best.
I agree.
Becky is best fox.
Yep. And my dog is barking at something outside.
Mm. It's a wyvern. I also love this. I love the idea that they think wyverns and dragons are the same thing.
Yeah, they're different creatures.
They're
And
completely different creatures.
then so water dragons can find anything?
I guess.
What in practically I don't understand the connection unless it's just blue dragons and they just put him in water because he vaguely looks like Jason Momoa.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was obvious.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say I can. This is the last one, guys, and it's a Christmas theme, guys. It's Christmas themed. Kind of. In the most vague of. In fact, our background is more Christmas themed than this really is. So. You ready? Swallow the sandwich drops and answer me, goddammit.
Yes.
He didn't even get the full word out before he muted again. No, it's okay, Lady Miss. It's fine. All right. All right, guys. You ready? Here we go. I think I'm gonna send this to Mary Mayhem without like any context.
Maybe just take the picture, the screen grab of the episode, and then just.
No, I'm gonna send it to her with no context. Well, actually,
Okay.
no, I'm gonna be like Christmas gift. Here, Mary. Here's your Christmas gift. I'll probably text her after the stream. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, see, vaguely Christmas. You see what I mean?
Yeah. Like you said, our background is more Christmas than this.
Okay. So we got a little bit more, but yeah, that other one was really, really tiny. All right.
I read that as Granny, not Jenny.
I'm gonna read it as Granny.
So do an old woman voice for it then.
I don't know if my vocal range can do that.
That's true. I forgot.
Sorry. Dragons don't get married. They mark, claim, and mate. What a fucking winner. They don't celebrate Christmas either. So whose holiday wedding are all the dragon warriors invited to? Some asshole, apparently. Granny, I'm out here in the middle of Antarctica, digging in the ice when I should be basking in the sun on a tropical volcanic island. All because my horrible PhD advisor constantly harasses and bullies me. But
Wait, whoa. I'm now picturing Grandma at Antarctica site. And I think that's glorious.
Yeah. But I'll show him.
That would make that would absolutely make this a better story if this was a grandma doing all this.
Yes. But I'll show him and all the dude bros in my department that don't want to see a woman in STEM. Let me tell you something. STEM is usually for nerds. Dude bros are not usually the guys that go into STEM, but sure. I've found the discovery of the century, maybe the millennium. Now, I just have to figure out how to get this glowing purple crystal out of the ice. Might be easier if it wasn't attached to a 1,000-year-old man.
What?
That just got more and more perplexing as it went on. I got really crazy really quickly.
What the hell name is this?
Why you don't see why any volcanologist would decide that they want to go to Antarctica. You know, you've never heard of the ice volcano, Chris Persia? It's like an ice dragon. It spews ice.
Well, she's not necessarily.
Cubed ice cubes come out of it.
In fairness, she may not be in Antarctica to study volcanoes. Should be basking in the sun of a tropical volcano island.
No. There's a volcano in Antarctica. Ice volcanoes.
Yes.
Okay. Why? Because it's funnier.
I mean, that is funnier. Now we have parfait here.
Porphyrio.
Parfait. We'll just go parfait.
Porphyrio.
We got Granny eating parfait.
That is gross, sir. Parfait. One moment I'm battling demon worms on the ice continent, and next I'm being awakened to my fated mate.
A grandma.
Who got ran over by a reindeer.
Because it's Christmas themed.
Yeah, there you go. But there's look guys. But there's something very strange about the world she brings me back to. Magical sleighs that roar and go by themselves. Small people trapped in noisy light boxes and everybody's bright clothes. But then there's my soul side, and it glows purple. But there is no such thing as a purple dragon. Okay? Josh, are you dead? Did I lose my internet again? Okay.
No, I'm here.
Because you go quiet for a while, and that's how I know. I'm like, no. It's a real series finale. Escape into the series finale again of Dragon's Love Curves, where all the dragon warriors and their mates have come to know, and love must come together to solve the biggest mystery of all time. There is no purple dragons. Goddamn. I like that. That's the biggest mystery. A purple dragon. Has anyone seen their soul shard? Why would you know what color your soul is? That's a weird thing to know. Guys, we finished the series for the most part. You can buy it for $10 on paperback.
Yay.
All right. So you're going to take another one, and I'm very excited for you to see this.
Okay. And these are the half books?
Yes, this is one of the worst Photoshop jobs we've seen so far. And I'm really excited.
Okay.
You ready?
Wait, worse than my Photoshop jobs?
No, your Photoshop jobs are actually really competent compared to these.
Wow.
And I mean, you're actually decent. You know the placing. You know where things go. You at least try to color correct. I'm not. Let me just show it to you. Okay.
Okay. They didn't even try.
You see?
Oh my god.
You see what I mean? It's a little awkward.
Wow. I like that they didn't even put it like at his hand. They just have his arm holding it in place.
Yes.
Glorious.
Yeah.
Again, but I will,
Yeah, you
however, say that
see?
they at least attempted to do contouring on the dragon tattoo.
No, like I told you, they took like a white background black dragon tattoo, and he already has contouring and shadow and shading on him. So if you just threw like if you put it on like a darken or multiply, which highlights the darker whatever object is darker between the two layers and overlays it on top, anything that's darker or lighter comes through, right? So it looks like it's being shadowed.
That's true.
So that's all that they did.
Which is more effort than I have seen in some other things that we've
Yeah. But
we've
that
seen.
mask.
That mask is
The
horrible.
funniest shit. It's so funny.
I mean, no joke. I blended Mark's head onto this guy's body better than that.
Yes, that's why I was saying you're actually competent.
I mean, that's sad because I didn't even proportion Mark's head correctly, which
No.
is part of the joke.
Yeah,
But,
yeah, exactly.
wow. I like that the mask is over their own title as well.
So this is what I think happened. So whoever did this gave it to him, and they were like, "Okay, but it's just a dude with a dragon tat," and they're just like, "Yeah, that's what all of them are." And they're like, "Well, what if we added a mask?" And they didn't save like a PSD version where all the layers are still intact, so they just like edited the mask on top of the JPEG and trying to get the fucking words cut out around the mask was such a pain in the ass, they just put it on top. That's what happened. I guarantee it.
I wouldn't be surprised. They just had the master of the original version and then were told put a mask in there.
Yeah, because I zoomed in and just imagining, especially with like the outer glow that's on the words, that would have been such a fucking pain.
Mm.
And it wouldn't have looked right. No matter how you tried to do it, it wouldn't have looked right. So.
It would have been better if they had like superimposed this image with the mask behind the guy. Case.
Yeah, that would have been better.
You know, have like the eyes of the mask like on each side of the guy's head in the back.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I would have done. If I was given the assignment of, here's an image, we need you to add a mask in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the one I'm reading.
Mm-hmm. Halloween story. This is it, by the way.
Okay.
So I'm gonna mute and finish up my nachos, and then yeah.
Okay.
A Dragon Loves Curves Halloween story.
Syra? Just pick normal name. Cairo? All right, yeah. I'll just go with that. All right.
Cairo is still adjusting to her new life as a witch, a dragon's mate, and living in a new country. What she needs is a project to make her new home feel like home. A party to plan is just the ticket. Not just a party, but a masquerade ball. Oh, God.
Oh, my God. I always do those.
Why can't it just be a damn party? Why a masquerade ball? Oh
Literally
God.
every fucking series that has to do with this kind of shit does that. It's like a hot tub. Hot tub. It's like a hot springs episode in anime. You have to do it.
Yeah.
Not just a party, but a masquerade ball where more of the green dragons can find mates. Perfect.
Why can't they find mates at just like a regular party? Whatever.
Fuck that.
Except no one does Halloween like back home in the US. She can't find decorations or costumes or even pumpkins. Boo. Jacob loves his mate something fierce, and he'll do anything to make her happy. Simp! Even if
What
that
a
means
fucking loser!
even if that means talking the biggest, baddest dragons around into dressing up in silly costumes. Oh my god.
God, this seems actually more like they just leaned into the comedy.
It seems a touch more self-aware.
But are dragons and humans the only ones coming to this party? Grab this fun-sized
No.
holiday romance.
Oh.
No, she's a witch.
Oh, that's true. Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. So it's not just humans and dragons.
Grab this fun-sized holiday romance and get a chance to revisit our fan favorites. Yes, like that
Nick
guy.
Cage. Nick Cage.
Yes.
Grab this fun-sized holiday romance and get a chance to revisit fan favorite characters, but read closely because something is afoot at this Halloween party that will change the course forever.
Dun dun dun. Just so you're putting in like a. I figure you're chowing down.
Alright, I'm done.
So there's something. So you're gonna change the course of all these characters in the side story after their stories are already done. Yeah, okay, sure you are.
No, you misunderstand. Hold on. So, in the Dragon's Love Curve series, because I am now an expert, 2.5.
Having not read any of the books, you're now an expert.
Yes. 2.5 was a thing back. Oh my god, there's a 1.5. It was back. So 6 had it listed as like a thing that already existed. 5 was like nothing's going on. So it looks like maybe around 5 is when 2.5 came out. 5 out of 11. So. Just saying. No answer. How dare you, Josh? The fuck?
I'm still here. Oh, sorry.
Fuck, Josh.
I did the horrible thing and look on Twitter.
What? Don't do that. I did that yesterday and I was just confused. I had taken my NyQuil and I was just like, what? What's going on? Why is everyone mad? Oh, it's Twitter. Right, sorry.
Yeah.
All right. This one's not as funny, unfortunately.
Aw.
Never mind. I just read a little bit of the synopsis thing. It's funny. Okay, hold on. You ready for the thing? It's the cover isn't funny, is what I was trying to say. Look how boring that is. There's nothing to laugh at.
That no. Yeah, but
Kind of lame.
wait, and she's supposed to be the curvy girl?
I don't know. I haven't read the thing yet. All right, surprise
suppose
me.
that's true.
Dragons love curves. So there's a sentence that occurs like right underneath this, and I'm gonna read it and scroll so that y'all get to experience it with me. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this all in a southern accent because that actually is easier on my voice, my actual voice. What happens when a demon dragon warrior throws a Valentine's Day surprise birthday party for his soulmate? Never mind, it's one more sentence. Glitter volcanoes, a unicorn ice cream machine that poops rainbow sherbet, and an attack by the forces of evil.
Of course. Oh, hey, Keely.
Hey, Keely, Joe.
Just wow.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Birthday parties are hell. I thought it was a Valentine's Day party. Oh, the birthday surprise Valentine's Day. Fuck this.
Well, I mean, if your birthday is on Valentine's Day.
No, not allowed.
Oh.
You're not allowed to have birthdays that share holidays. Makes it too confusing. Which holiday? What do you celebrate? The birthday or the holiday? Do you get double presents? Or you just get overall like a net gain of less presents?
I mean, my grandfather's birthday was December 29th, and it was basically just leftover presents we would give him for his birthday.
It's kind of mean, Josh.
We're already broke buying the presents in the first place, and now we have to buy more.
Shopped incorrectly if you were broke. How dare you? Bad, Josh.
I suppose so.
Yeah, I'm just messing with you, right? Basically, the first time that I became when I went on, try to get Christmas presents for the first time on my own, that was stressful as hell. Anyway, here we go. Jet doesn't have any idea how old he or when he was born was thanks to what? Hold on, that is such an incoherent sentence. Let me try that again.
Wait a minute.
Doesn't have any idea how old he or when he was born thanks to curse.
They're missing how old he is or when he was born.
No.
They're missing.
Nah. He never had a
It's
birthday.
basic state of being. That's how it's supposed to work. That's how sentences are constructed.
He's never even had a birthday. Yes, you have. If you turned older, you've had a birthday.
I mean, just because you don't know how old you are and you don't know when your birthday is doesn't mean you don't have a birthday.
Yeah, you just don't know where it is.
You just don't know when. You just don't have the knowledge of when those are. I mean, someone who has their birthday on February 29th still has a birthday every year. They just don't have that specific day available.
It'd be cool though, right? You just live longer if you were born on February 29th.
I don't think it quite works that way.
No, I know, but wouldn't that be cool?
It would.
And also hell. Somebody needs to do that. Write that kind of into a series or something.
Where they only age like every 4 years, basically.
Yeah.
They age 1 year for every 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there could be something about that.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yes.
you know, like
We're talking about competent storytelling. Do go on.
yeah, something where like like all their friends are like going into nursing homes and their grandfathers and they're like 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's story potential there.
Yeah. All right. He's never even had a birthday, much less a party. Not a whole lot of celebrating in hell.
Well, wait a minute. So he's in hell? Well, maybe that's why you're not celebrating your birthday. You're supposed to be tormented now.
God damn it. I ain't never celebrated my birthday. I'm in hell.
Ooh, Chris. Yeah, that'd be a nightmare.
I told you, Chris, that it would be both cool and horrifying. All right. He couldn't even imagine celebrating the passing of his years. He'd much rather mark the passing of time since he'd met Yvain. If anyone's birthday should be celebrated, it was that of his soulmate. It probably is. I'm just saying.
What?
If anyone deserves it, yeah, but you don't have like a net, like you don't lose your birthday if hers is celebrated.
I know. It's like what? It's not an either or situation unless hell has a birthday party quota. You know, you can't go over. They have a budget for it for birthdays.
Satan like keeps it very strictly budgeted.
Yeah. He's running the he's got a budget to maintain, right? He's not running a charity.
Yeah, literally not at all. All right. But Jet and the Dragon Warriors. That's a great band name. Jet and the Dragon Warriors aren't the only magical beings that want to show up to the party. Nobody likes a Forces of Evil party crasher, especially when they're trying to kidnap the birthday girl.
Wait, forces of evil are trying to attack when they're already in hell?
I don't know where this is taking place. I don't know
What?
why you think this is a logical story that I can like pinpoint shit.
Yeah. I mean that's a fair point, yeah.
Kind of story do you think this is, Josh? Alright. That's it. That's all that's left of that series.
Yay.
What's tragedy?
I'm sad now. For so many reasons.
Why? What have you said?
The story has ended and I know it exists.
You should be happy.
Should I?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
You should.
I mean, Mark is right there to brighten us all up. So there's that.
Big, massive facts. We did it! Yes.
Yes.
Did you want to watch Cocaine Bear?
I forgot about that.
You can say no.
I'm leaning towards no.
Okay.
I still need to go tree shopping, and it's already getting dark.
Holy fuck. Okay, yeah. Alright, Josh, what do you got going on?
Still working on the Christmas thing, on the Christmas video.
Okay.
I don't think we have a show next week, right? You're out of town?
No, I will be out of town. So
Okay.
So yeah. Is that it?
I might have a Christmas bad movie night next week, next Sunday, but I know get things arranged.
It's fine. It's alright.
So maybe next week. I'm not sure.
Alright. I'll bug you all on it.
Okay. Yay.
You're welcome. It's my job.
Yay.
My job is to be annoying.
I mean, it is chaos.
True. So next week, no show. Week after, I don't know. We might have a very short. I might have. You know what? We might do a little Christmas. Are you going to be out of town for the holidays?
No.
No. Would you like to do a little short Christmas Eve stream?
We could arrange that. Yeah.
Little Christmas shapeshifter nonsense.
We might be able to arrange that.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Now I'm gonna have to go digging for it.
Yay.
I might do a bunch of one-offs instead of series, so that do so, because there are one-offs that are crazy.
Could do a series of one-offs. We could do that.
Yeah.
Give the solo books a shot. It doesn't have to be a series. It could just be one and done.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we will see y'all on. It's gonna be Christmas Eve, right? I am calculating that correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So we will see y'all on Christmas Eve. How exciting! I will be better by then, and I will actually be wearing Christmas stuff and have my Christmas decorations out. I definitely do not still have my Halloween decorations out. No shot.
Definitely not.
That's definitely not a real thing that's happening.
Of course.
Yeah. Obviously. Anyway. Alright, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Hold on. I gotta find the thingy. That's what I was trying to find. Hold on. It's a really quick thingy thing. Hold on. There we go. Bye, y'all. Have a great
Bye.
day.